dare to follow me down, head into the unknown, down the rabbit hole, where it stops no one knows. We're going head into the unknown. Na, 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 na.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Hi, everybody.
Friday. That intro gets me. It really does. She did a great job. Like,
Oh,
great
I know she
job.
really did.
I
Hi,
love this.
everybody.
Hey, guys. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Mallory.
Hi, Mallory. How are you feeling? Okay, so everybody probably can tell by my voice. It's a little cracky. I know.
Our Tedessa's sick tonight.
Well,
sick.
I'm on the mend. I started getting sick when we did our live at the beginning of the week. The middle of the week, I just basically passed out, and now I'm on the mend. So this is actually better, right? This is good.
We're getting there.
Hi, Obsessed Mind. Hi, Delena, Nikki, Little Kazati.
I like that.
Hi, Rainbow Mom.
Hey,
Hi, Karen. Hi, Mrs. Troy. Muffy. Mel Mac. Hi, Lady Tinkerbell. Crazy
I
Mama.
like that. Lady Tinkerbell. Ooh.
Tinkerbell. You know, Tink was actually a name I had when I was little because my siblings are all named after, or they weren't named after, they just happened to be named all the characters from Peter Pan.
Oh, get out.
Except for me. So
And you got Tink. You got the best one.
Yeah. I was tiny then.
You're tiny with little blonde hair. Oh, I could see it. Karen.
Hi, Angela. Hi, Trista. Hi, Diane. Hi, Ebony.
Tammy's
I'm
clips.
sunset gazing.
Wait, C-Dub's here. I thought I just saw
C-Dub! What's up, C-Dub? Hi, Tammy's clips. Hi,
Muffy.
Andra O. Hi, Allie. I'm here till I fall asleep. I'm so glad that I give you that comfort on Friday nights, Allie.
We do. We love Allie. We love us some
Hi,
Allie.
Elizabeth.
That's not my name. Love it. Welcome.
Nikki has COVID for the second time at the moment. Yeah, we tested negative, which is good. Mallory, I'm feeling better. Ears are just stuffy now, not a ton of pain. Well, so if you guys know, Mallory actually blew both of her eardrums.
Oh,
yeah,
goodness,
being sick
Mallory.
just like this stupidness. Yeah, it's just going around.
Oh, that's not fun. Hey, Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie. Hi, sweet Melissa. I sound better, right? See, I'm on the mend. Hi, Connie. Hi, Sundown Farms. Hi, Dina. I'm trying to make sure I get it. Hi, Melmac. Nikita Gold.
Sometimes it'll like double skip, and there's sometimes the names like I miss when it does that. Oh yeah, Muffy, we have some. We do.
Hi, Auntie M.
307 Miss Troy, how are you? Hey, David. Trying to cut down on T's talking tonight so we can get her through.
We should just play like a whole bunch of videos. Allie says, after the week I've had, I'm glad you are streaming. Michelle knows what occurred this week. Oh, goodness.
We got Allie in our loving light tonight.
Hi, Case Chaser. That's not my name.
Nope. Hey, baby doll.
Connie, you sound like my mom. My mom's like, Vicks fixes everything. Put Vicks on your face. Put Vicks on your back. Put it on your feet, and then put some socks on it. That's my mom. Loves the Vicks. That's like her cure-all. The flu is going around here. Okay, so crazy mama. I'm just going to tell you guys a stupid story about the flu. When I grew up, back in my day, the flu was when you had a stomach ache and you threw up and you had a fever. That was the flu. And then a cold was like congestion, coughing, so on and so forth. Well, now that's like not how it is anymore. Now there's like all these variants. And so like there's a flu that has nothing to do with the stomach and it's all congestion and whatever else. I don't even understand it because like they're like, well, do you think you have the flu? I'm like, no, I'm not. My stomach's fine. And they're like, no. You could totally have the flu. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense to me. You could totally tell us Christmas jokes. Hi, Christine G. It's me.
Yes, baby doll came in.
Does she-
Someone had commented that the intro sounds like a Netflix intro. I was like, look at that. It does.
Somebody else said it sounded like Moana.
Ooh.
I firmly believe that if you put it on your feet with socks for bed, some weird stuff. Vicks and coconut oil. Hi, BR the star.
Hey, Christy Vaughn, how are you? Welcome.
My chat is very skippy.
Yeah.
Rainbow Mom, this case has totally grabbed you. Me too. So yeah, so now here we are. And I'm like, Michelle's like, you don't have to go live. We can just do it a different time. And I'm like, no, we don't have a choice. Like, this is what we're doing. Can somebody drop the membership link? I might have it. Let me see if I might be able to drop it.
Sure.
I don't know. BR's on her phone. I don't know if she has it. Little Kaza T, you like the new intro? I do too. It took me a minute because I was like so used to like my rhythm with the old one. But I'm like, you know what? I got this one. I got it. I like it. All right, hold on. Let me drop this link real quick.
They're two different vibes, two different concepts, and I feel like both can be used at any given time if you do want to change it up. And you already know how Christina is. She'll have something for Christmas. She'll have something lined up for like. I can almost promise this is not the last intro to come. Promise.
Hi, Gregory.
Hey, Gregory.
Hi, Pointer Lover.
Pointer
Chrissy loves the new intro.
Yeah.
It's weird. Eat raw garlic. It kills bacteria and sickness.
Oh.
Somebody
said put onions.
Hold on, Connie said a joke. How come Santa is such a jolly dude? Because he has lots of hoes.
Where's that one?
You can't. Yeah, I should have said no. You can't tell Christmas jokes because then it's gonna make me laugh, which is gonna make me cough.
Oh, those hoes.
Gargle with oil of oregano. You know, I don't even own that stuff in my house. Like, I'm not a cook whatsoever. So, like, there's no garlic or.
Now that I've never heard. Wow.
Use the nasal spray. Also, just brace yourself when you first use it. Oh gosh.
Okay.
I'm like a Sudafed, or a Dayquil. Like, that's about as far as I go.
We do Dayquil. The Dayquil.
Well, thank you for rejoining, Mallory.
Yes, thank you, Mallory.
Hi, Lady V.
On bottom of socks, Teresa Ann. Thank you. I knew I wasn't. I heard that somewhere. I thought so.
What was it?
Socks, like sliced onions at the bottom.
Oh,
of your
stick
feet
it in your socks?
Yeah, and you sleep with it, I guess. Humidifier, yeah. I love a humidifier.
Oh, that's like the newest thing that I've done is I buy the little plug-in things that go in your wall, and they have like a little vape strip, like a vapor strip, and you just stick it in there.
Love them.
I have those all around my house right now.
Yep, me too.
Garlic. Let me see. What'd she say? Garlic is great medicinally for many things. My grandma made us drink warm milk with garlic. Ooh.
Okay.
Garlic is a natural antibiotic. I can do some peppermint tea. I do love me some peppermint.
I love peppermint tea.
Delina says, you never use garlic? It's so bad. Yeah, I don't even own garlic.
I don't even own garlic.
I don't even own garlic. I don't have garlic. I think that I may have like a seasoning that has some garlic.
I have garlic powder.
I do. I think I have some garlic powder. And that's only because my husband would use it, not because I would do it.
And it's from Mike's Pizza, probably. Not even
Mucinex. See, I got the Mucinex. I went and bought some more today, but it's not It's definitely not. I like a peppermint latte. My drink from Starbucks, so I have a couple of them, but my warm drink is a peppermint white mocha.
Oh,
Oh,
I could
it's so
do
good.
that.
Peppermint, love it. All right, everybody's like, I love garlic.
Yeah, we got a lot of garlic lovers in here tonight. We have about 30 new things we can do with garlic now. We can go and try.
My grandma used to make my mom eat a teaspoon of Vicks. I bet my
Ooh.
mom probably did that because she literally thinks that Vicks is like it'll fix anything.
She probably put
Break
it
your
in.
leg, put some Vicks on it.
No chocolate in my coffee. I'm the same way, Mitch. I'm a straight black coffee drinker, cold.
Mallory, see, okay, I'll do that one when it's hot out. I'll do either the iced or recently I've been doing the pink drink when it's hot out. So good.
I love the pink drink.
The pink drink, I know. And it's funny because my daughter wanted to try it because it was like a TikTok trend.
Mhm.
And so she was like, you've got to take me to Starbucks so I can get this. Like everybody thinks it's amazing. So I was like, okay, let's go get one. So I got her one and she didn't like it.
Yeah.
So then I had to drink it. I was like, well, I don't know what's
You
wrong
love
with you,
it.
girl. Like this is good. And like that became like my drink.
Mhm.
But I do like it's always a peppermint white mocha, either iced or hot.
I can do a Dunkin' ice matcha, but it's got to be done with like coconut. It's like it's such a specific order that it's not even worth ordering half the time, but it's really good. Like if you're going over from coffee to tea, I can handle
You
it.
like Dunkin'?
I like Dunkin' is
Hold on, I gotta
right across
sneeze.
the street. Like Dunkin' all day, every day. Bad habit, but they're right across the street. It's scary. Scary.
Do you guys have a Dutch Brothers?
We don't.
Okay, so when I went to Arizona, they have a Dutch Brothers, and they've got like this. It's almost like it's like an iced coffee, but it's like blended. It's almost
Oh,
it's yeah, and they have a really good like white mocha-ish drink.
that sounds
We don't
so
actually
good.
have one by me.
Ooh.
I think we have a Dunkin', but I'm not a big Dunkin' girl.
It was like we're kind of stuck with it, or if we go to Starbucks, we're going to be driving for at least 10 minutes. So you just learn to settle with Dunkin', and then there you
It's so funny. Like, look at there. People are like, Dunkin' is the best. Other ones are like, nope, no Dunkin'. A white mocha freeze. Nightbird. Yeah, exactly.
white
It's called
mocha
a
freeze.
freeze.
Ooh,
Well, then
that's
they also have the ones that are the no coffee, which my daughter gets, and then the ones with the coffee is what I get. Yeah, those are the best. We don't have them here. Dutch Brothers is the bomb. I know.
Hey, Parker, how are
Hi,
you?
Parker. We haven't gone anywhere except for we've talked about some Vicks, we've talked about some garlic, and now we're on to the coffee.
Just throw your coffee in there. Let us know.
A white chocolate mocha from Starbucks. Yep.
Mm.
Add some peppermint to it, girl. Hi,
Phew.
Stacy. Mama says, I'm from Buffalo, New York, and I was addicted to Tim Hortons. It's a Northeast place. Now I'm in Florida, and home is the best coffee. Do you know what that is, Michelle?
No,
Tim Hortons?
that sounds like no.
I don't
Wait a
have
sec.
that.
No, I don't have that.
I
either.
don't think so, anyway.
Mm-mm. Definitely don't. That sounds amazing, though.
Oh, Parker, this case, I don't
Yeah.
I don't even know. Okay, so I guess we should probably figure out in the chat, like, how much backstory do you guys need? Like, you guys, is there anybody in chat who's like, I have no idea. I know you want, small town girl always wants me to get a hot toddy. I'm like, gosh, I don't know. Don't those smell really bad? But okay, so who in chat like knows about the case? Who has no idea what the heck we're talking about? And is the 4 college students that were unfortunately unalived last weekend in their home. Okay, so no idea. Mitch says none. I hear, is that a puppy?
It's my cat. I'm going to let her out real fast.
Okay.
It's one of them. 12 cats, 12 dogs. Come on.
Okay, so some are familiar with it, so get right to. Okay, so I'll do some backstory. I did not pull up all the older clips because I kind of thought maybe a lot of people would have seen them and been like, why are we playing this like again and again and again? But if you guys want me to pull them up, I have no problem doing that. So I'll tell you the gist of it. There's 4 college students last weekend that were, I don't even know what I'm allowed to say on here when it comes to this. Like, is there like stuff that's gonna like trigger YouTube to like shut me down? I don't know, but I'm just gonna go for it. It is what it is. So trigger warnings because it's really bad. It's really it's a disaster of a case. I mean, it's It's really bad. So just trigger warnings, because I'm going to say the words and I don't know if YouTube's going to be like, stop doing that. And it's going to kick me off, but whatever. So last weekend, 4 college students, 3 females, 1 male were murdered by stabbing. So we'll back up into like how this all kind of transpired. So Saturday night, 2 girls, been best friends. One's name is Kaylee. And if you guys know anything about me, that name is a big deal for me. It's my daughter's name. So, Kaylee and her childhood friend Maddie, had gone out to a corner pub type of thing that a lot of college students hang out. This is in Idaho, so it's the University of Idaho, and so they had gone out to a club. Another roommate, her name is Xana. She was hanging out with her boyfriend, who doesn't live in the house, but they had gone to a fraternity party. We should do a massive panel for real. They had gone to a fraternity party and had come back to the house. There is a total of 5 girls that live in the house. So there's another 2 girls that at the beginning of this, they were unaccounted for. We have now since learned that those 2 roommates were actually in the house. And I'm going to show you guys some pictures of the house. I should put that up while I'm telling you a little bit of the story. I tried to pull up a whole bunch of stuff for you guys. So they had gone to a fraternity party and they returned home. Hi, Anne. You don't know about this case? Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna give you a little rundown, and then we can kind of go through. We'll go through some of the newer stuff, and then we can kind of go back and talk about a few different things too. If I can, I should have brought cough drops out here. I should get my husband to bring me some. Okay, let's do.
I'm worried about you.
No, not that one. We'll do this one. Okay.
Oh, Lady V, make sure you hang around.
What's wrong with Lady V? What's going on?
I don't know. I'm trying to catch it.
Nobody needs me here. Oh, Lady V, you better knock that off. I do too need you here. I always need you here.
We always need you here. We just started the case. I'm sure you got great insight on this one. Hang around for a little.
Do I think that there is more than one? I actually don't. I think there's only one.
Yeah, me too.
And Jamie, yeah, I did. I saw somebody had sent me that post this morning, actually. And I'm gonna go over why I think it's actually fake. I need a whiskey. See Karen coming through with the good stuff. Like, yeah. I need a whiskey. Okay, so this is the house. Ooh, I didn't mean to zoom in like that. But, whoa, calm down.
Teresa getting swifty over there.
What the heck did it do that for?
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want it to do that. Okay, so the reason I wanted you guys to see the house is because it's actually 3 levels. So there's 1 level, 2 levels, and 3 levels. It's 6 bedrooms and 3 baths. There's 2 bedrooms on each floor and 1 bathroom on each floor. Now, I probably didn't get that one ready to go, but I'll show it to you. But this bottom floor is actually, this is not like the front door necessarily. Like, this is not your entrance. The entrance is actually through your main floor is here. This is where the second floor is, like where your kitchen is, and like the living space is actually on this middle floor right here. So it's kind of funky. So there's like, you go down, couple bedrooms and a bathroom, you go up, couple bedrooms and a bathroom. Main floor also has couple bedrooms and a bathroom. So there's 5 girls that live here, and Xana's boyfriend Ethan was spending the night. And I'm sorry, I couldn't see chat. So
you're okay. Okay.
Today's live really got me. I'm now scared to talk. I don't know what happened today, Lady V. So you'll have to fill me in.
But Lady V, no, you're safe here. You're good here. You have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I don't know. Hi, Alicia P. Let me see.
Alicia P, how are you?
Okay, my internet is lagging. Okay, so the fake post, I don't even know if I actually saved it. But so this morning, I got sent a screenshot of a post from one of the roommates and the roommate was saying how she had supposedly found everybody when she woke up and what happened. So I'll read it to you. I'll read it to you under the guise of the fact that I really do believe this is fake, and I'll tell you why I think it's fake. I don't think I saved it. Why did I not save that one? I'll read it to you. This is, well, first off, we heard that Xana and Ethan, so remember, anybody who doesn't remember, that Xana and Ethan are the couple. They're 20 years old. They had gone to a fraternity party. So she says, Xana and Ethan came home first and talked to him, just a random him. It doesn't say who. They were both drunk, and that's when we went to bed. We live on the 3rd floor and always lock our doors to prevent people from stumbling into our rooms. We're used to the noise because it's a party house. We were up late that night and didn't come downstairs until noon when the cops came to investigate. We came downstairs and we saw the bodies bound and gagged, and blood everywhere, so much blood. We didn't make the phone call and we don't know who did. Now I want to say this, I'm going to tell you why I believe this is fake. I am 99.1% sure that the 2 surviving roommates actually live on that bottom floor I was showing you, because I can 99.1% prove that Kaylee's room is on the 3rd floor. So I want to put that out there.
Number one.
This has her profile picture. Oh, you know what? That's kind of interesting. Hold on, I think I might be able to actually prove it even more. Now that I zoom in on it. Give me a second.
Hey, BG, how are you?
Hi, BG.
Oh, my lagging so bad.
She seriously took her page down.
Vista Breaks, how are you?
She
Welcome.
took her Facebook down.
Did she?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's not going to matter, though, because what I need is her picture. That'll prove the whole thing anyway. I can prove it's fake.
Stuff like that just makes zero sense to get involved and to even post something like that, whether to throw off the investigation, whether to be just to be stupid and silly. It's just
right.
horrible. Hey,
I'm
Mindy.
gonna send these to me so I can save them real quick, and then I'm gonna show you guys so that I can actually prove it's fake. I don't know who faked it. I don't know, some sick ass, but
Well, Darrell, you be safe with your building blocks in your fort and your prison cell.
it won't let me save it because of her profile not being there. Shoot.
I believe so, Gregory, but I could be wrong.
Well, she took down her profile, so maybe I can't. Hi, Without Borders.
Yeah, we see, Pointer Lover. We see. Thank you.
That's right. I don't see because I was not looking.
I got you.
I think I could, if I could if it would let me just load it for a second, I could do it. No. All right. Well, let me send this one at least, so then that way I can show you guys what I'm talking about. But so like I said, I'm almost positive they actually live on the bottom floor. There is a statement from law enforcement to a new. Okay. See, I feel I've gotten way ahead of myself. I'm really sorry, but I've really gotten ahead of myself because it's like there's so much happening like every minute of every day with this, and there's a lot of convoluted information.
And they're filling in time gaps. You got to remember, we were given a timeline, yesterday and the day before, and now today they're filling in a lot of that timeline too. So the timeline's semi off, and we're just trying to fill it in kind of as we go. So that's probably why we're all over.
Well, it's all over the place because I'm sorry, but law enforcement and the coroner are feeding different information to different news outlets and making it very hard to understand the investigation or what's actually happening. It's so convoluted. They're all over the place. The sister, so Kaylee's sister is actually, yeah, she's doing a great job. So I have some of her stuff. I'll pull it up too. But okay. See, I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place, and I don't even know how you guys are going to stick with me through this, but I appreciate you. I probably do need a hot toddy.
We're gonna have to get our cough drops at least.
Oh, I do need to go get that. Here, hold on. Ooh.
Hey, Without Borders. How are you? Thank all of you guys for being here. And thank you for being so cool in chat and being respectful and kind to each other. Thank you.
Yeah, so the screenshot says they live on the 3rd floor. Yeah, okay. Mallory, thank you for sending that. I pulled it up over here.
Hey, Betty Joe. Hey, Dina.
This is,
Oh, I agree.
we'll just do a screenshot. I'll show you guys. Now, maybe, and yeah, I need to go gardening. So many news outlets, so many news outlets are just getting like one line here and one line there. Aw, C-Dub, thank you. Even when I'm like all over the place. Okay. No.
C-Dub here, baby. Hey, Cat Lady. How are you?
Is Cat Lady here?
Muffin
Hi, Cat
Top.
Lady. Now this picture doesn't want to flip and load.
And to Andrea, thank you. Welcome. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you.
We have a new member. Thank you for joining.
Yeah. Hybrid Pisces is in the house now, too.
Hybrid Pisces. Okay, so why I'm loading this, we'll go back to kind of the story. So the two girls that have been childhood friends are Kaylee and Maddie. They go out to this bar, like a local bar, like corner pub type of thing, and they leave and go over to a food truck. This food truck actually streams everything on Twitch. So this footage is out there, and I know that ATS News has it up, and we could play it if you guys want to take a look at it. So the biggest thing was that there was this guy that was supposedly floating around behind them that people were thinking was like super sketch. And so then the girls kind of ditch him, and they take off one direction, and he's kind of like left like what the heck, and he takes off another. Well, he goes kind of the same direction but turns a different way. So a lot of people were like looking at this guy like there's something wrong here. Something's up with this dude. Hi, Muffin. Okay, I think I have it now.
Ray Crazy.
Okay. So this is the post. So Mallory, so he has now been talked to. They know who he is, and they are saying they are not naming him a suspect. So super sus guy from the Twitch camera at the food truck. Supposedly not a big deal at this moment, which is ironic because I did spend some time this morning trying to figure out who the guy at the food truck was, and I think I figured it out. And now it's like now it doesn't even matter. But that's totally fine because it shouldn't matter. Yeah, they're contradicting themselves very much so. I don't think, Alicia, I don't think that she's condemning the people who are trying to investigate it. I think what the families are feeling is that they're not getting the information in a reliable fashion.
Yeah, it's not
because
accurate.
there's stuff that is everywhere. And the first issue that I took with the investigation, and I think a lot of people did, was law enforcement came out basically immediately and said, there's no threat. There's no threat to the community.
Mm-hmm.
This was a targeted attack. There's no threat to the community. And that's it. Like, but they didn't know who it was. So as a family member, I think that they're probably going, wait a minute. How do we trust what you're doing when you're saying that there's no threat? Like, how can you believe that? And then everything gets kind of messy. There, like I said, the information is going out all over the place. Well, that's the thing is you have like the coroner who's doing these interviews and she's telling one journalist this, and then you can see her, she's on another broadcast telling other journalists that, and then you have to try to piece all that together. Then you have some information officers from the university that are speaking out, and then you have like the sheriff himself, who's kind of, everything's just kind of all over, and so it makes it very confusing. And I'm wondering how the family feels and if they're just as confused. And if they are, then I kind of understand why they want to take things into their own hands. But the positive is we do know that Indiana State Police, which is ISP, and the FBI are both involved in the investigation.
It's hard to, you know, we're dealing with 4 victims. I can't.
You got a dog fight.
The dog fight, cat fight, they're just, you know.
They didn't want
dealing with
people to
4
freak out,
victims.
but it wasn't really fair to the community to lie and say, hey, you know, there's no threat. And it's like, how's there no threat when you don't know what you're talking about? And if they do have a suspect in mind, they should say, we have a pretty good idea of who did this. They may not be in custody yet, but we've got eyes out. They should have said something to make it so that you had students and parents that were not freaking out.
Yep, I hear.
I don't know if she's one step ahead necessarily. I think that she's trying to figure things out on her own, which I can't say that I wouldn't do the same if it was my sister. I don't think that law enforcement is behind. I think that they actually have a very good path. I just think what they told the public was bad. And I think they're trying to make up for it now, but I think it's going to be a problem. I felt like the food truck boy came across as awkward. Young college boy that was crushing on a couple girls. Being that, you know, young college girl that had gone to bars before, he kind of seemed like he thought he was going to get to go home with the girls, and they got an Uber instead. That's what it seemed like to me.
But they got an Uber instead.
Well, that's what it's like. They're like, you can see like Kaylee's over there kind of laughing, and Maddie like, we're gonna get out of here.
Not with you, buddy. Not with you.
Let me see.
Hey, Amber.
They don't ever say when they have a suspect. That's not true. They do. I mean, shoot, look at Quentin Simon. They really overshot that suspect. The way they were killed was too personal, so it was not random. Okay, so I'll go with that, and I do agree, because as we know, the mayor actually came out. Is ATS here? My chat is so skippy. It's like I'm missing a ton of stuff. Hi ATS, but so the mayor actually had come out right at the beginning and said this was a crime of passion, and that also threw everybody into a tizzy. And then the sheriff had to kind of backtrack that one, but there is definitely something to the fact that they're saying crime of passion, because that's I mean, to stab 4 people multiple times is, I mean, it takes a lot of passion to do it.
Passion.
My issue is, even if this was a targeted attack, this person now doesn't have anything to lose. So if they are pissed off at other people, there's nothing stopping them from going and taking care of those people that they're mad at.
No.
Does that make sense? So that's my concern. I do believe that it was probably targeted. I do believe somebody in the house made this person very mad. Now, I think that law enforcement probably knows which person was the target, because they probably have. That's why I said there's a lot of trigger warnings here, because I'm just going to say it like it is. That person probably has a lot more done to them than the other people that were stabbed, because of the fact that they were targeting either 1 or 2 of the people. They will probably be able to tell that. And then I know the coroner has come out and said that she cannot tell like the sequence of what happened.
Right.
They will be able to tell the sequence of what happened. They cannot yet, but the DNA will tell. The DNA story will tell, because whoever was killed first won't have the DNA of the other people unless that person comes back and stabs them again. But their first wounds would not have the profiles of the other people. So they will be able to have a trail of the DNA from one victim to the next. And they will be able to tell how this killer traveled around the house.
Yeah.
I do not think this is an actual post. I do not believe this is real. I think this is fake. It just does not make any sense to me that this is real. And then the others were just in the way. See, that's what I think too. So, which makes me think, and the one that I'm actually was still trying to figure out was what floor did Maddie sleep on? Was she on the second or was she on the third?
Was Maddie on the second or the third floor, you said?
Was she on the second or was she on the third?
I think she was on the second.
Okay, so they get home approximately 1:45, 2 o'clock in the morning. The couple and the couple of girlfriends. Everybody basically arrives home at around 1:45. We do not know if the other roommates were there or not there at the time. Now, Kaylee's sister has come out and said that she knows, and how she knows this is actually very interesting to me. But she made a statement that like Kaylee came in and like let the dog out to go to the bathroom. Did you hear that? And I don't know how, like, who told her that.
She knew they used the buddy system. She also knew that they let the dog out. She also knew that they supposedly locked the door. Did they speak at any time? Is she just going off her sister's kind of usual routine?
I don't know. See, that's what I'm wondering. It's kind of weird. So then she also says that, hi, Jeanette, that her sister called Jack 6 times from 2:26 a.m. to 2:44 a.m. Law enforcement has stated that they believe, yeah, at least that might be a really good idea, but it's really hard when the coroner and the sheriff or the chief are actually giving information to law enforcement or to media, and
It's different. It's not the same.
and I think that listening to the family members is somewhat important here, because they're also giving out information that they were told that hasn't actually been released.
You gotta remember, this seems like a very personal attack. So, the family and friends closest to the victims are probably, in this particular case, are going to know a little bit, would be able to track down these leads a little bit better than police right now, even if they're doing the best of their investigation. It's just,
Right.
they're 4 college students and they got a lot of friends. They do a lot of things, and
I'm going to share. I want to share the side view of the house. Actually, I'm going to just pull up the Zillow real quick and show you guys that, so you guys can kind of see the inside of it. So I have, the dog was actually Kaylee's, I believe, and Kaylee co-owned it with somebody else. They haven't specifically said who that person is. Was a shared owner, which is actually interesting, because if you look at the rental agreement or the rental, there's no animals allowed.
They call it the dog's secondary owner.
Yeah.
And it's odd that they use those words. I'm thinking, is the secondary, excuse me, is the secondary owner the person who made the 911 call? And that's why they didn't just say, her sister came and got the dog, her cousin, the ex-boyfriend that they shared the dog with.
It's a secondary owner.
Yeah. It's kind of odd.
So it's either an old roommate.
Yeah.
Or it's an old boyfriend. I mean, that's really all I can see.
Yep.
Okay, so Muffy, there is 2 Jacks. There's also a Jake.
Jake, yeah.
So Jack was the person that there's this Jack is the person that Kaylee contacted 6 times in the middle of the night. Mm-hmm. From my understanding, he is Kaylee's on and off again boyfriend of almost 9 years. Take that for what you want. That's obviously not factual. Do I have an echo, Muffy, or does Michelle have an echo?
It's me.
I don't hear an echo on either side. So
no, it's me. It's me.
Okay, you want to? Okay. And then there's Jake, who is Maddie's boyfriend, and then there is another Jack, which is Jack S, that we were talking earlier today that was potentially the guy at the food truck. So there was 2 Jacks. I don't know if it's a secondary owner. It might be gets full custody of the dog. It might be. I don't know if it's the ex-boyfriends or not. It would be weird that why they don't just call it the ex-boyfriend or the ex-roommate or the
Right.
they
They're
like
going out of their way
secondary
to
owner.
not name the dog, the now new dog owner, and they're going out of their way to make sure that they do not release the person who made the 911 call. And I cannot help but to feel like something's in there with all of that.
2 Jacks and a Jake. Yep.
2 Jackson and Jake.
2
Alicia
Jacks and a
P, that's a
Jake.
very good theory.
Okay, let me pull this up. This is the Zillow. Okay. So they also have the older one, which is like on apartments.com, or like collegeliving.com or something like that. From my understanding, that hoodie guy is Jake S. He is not Jake D. Jake D is Kaylee's on and off again significant other. Okay, so we were kind of talking. So the law enforcement is saying that they were killed probably between 3 and 4 a.m. They do not actually get a 911 call until almost noon, 11:58 the next day. Oh, Lady V, thank you.
Yes, Lady V.
I'm trying to make sure I don't miss. My chat is so skippy. I'm so sorry, you guys. If I'm missing like really important stuff you guys are saying to me, it's very glitchy.
Yeah. And welcome to all the new guys coming in. Thank you for being here.
I was under the impression that the Jack at the food truck is a Jack S.
Yeah.
A Jack S. Now, is that correct? No idea. But that's where I was at until they said that it actually doesn't even, they're not considering him a suspect anyway. So I kind of stopped when that came out this afternoon.
Did you see what Karen had said?
No.
She was going to spend Thanksgiving with Jake's family. I didn't know that.
Maddie was with Jake's family. Maddie was going to spend Thanksgiving with Jake's family.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. I've heard some of them are saying that he's having a really hard time.
It's okay, Allie. Hang in there, babe.
It actually makes the most sense. Okay, well, the only reason I think that it doesn't make sense is because I don't think that they lived on the 3rd floor. That's my biggest thing. It doesn't make sense because oh shoot. There's a sign in all of Kaylee's TikToks. I'll have to pull it up. There's a sign on her wall in her TikToks. And when you are watching the news and the news is taking pictures up there, you can actually see that sign on the 3rd floor.
You said it was Kaylee's TikTok?
Yeah, on Kaylee's TikTok. His mom did an interview. Oh, Mallory, I haven't seen that. All right, I'll find it. His mom was in. Oh, jeez. Dude, I can't even imagine the devastation.
Oh.
That's why I know I sound probably very unfeeling, but trust me, I've been knee deep in this, even though I haven't felt good because the good vibe sign, NorCal Jim. Yeah, there's a good vibe sign that's on her wall. She said her son is really messed up with grief. Well, shoot, I bet. Who said a boyfriend lived across the street? Well, Jake S. supposedly lives very close to the house. The one that is potentially the guy at the food truck. That doesn't mean it's her room. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of weird that she's filming a lot of her TikToks in somebody else's room. And you're right. It doesn't mean it's her room, but it just seems like I wouldn't go 2 floors up to film TikToks. I want to just film them in my room down two floors. You know what I mean? It's not even the main floor. You'd have to go up.
I agree, Mac is going to prolong that investigation because of break.
I think Inside Edition or Fox had an interview, and they said the girls survived were off the kitchen. Okay, I'll have to find that.
Oh, thank you, KW.
One of the news outlets said the killer bypassed the roommates to get to the other people. However, they said they made it sound like Dylan and the other girl were in the first floor. I believe they were in the first floor. I think they were down. And the kitchen is on the second floor. Hi, Commander Ender Turkey. Her ex is okay. So Maddie's ex or boyfriend, what I've heard both now, is Jake S. Jake S. And then there's a Jack S. And Jack S is supposedly the one that was at the food truck. Jake S is I know this makes it really hard. Jake S is Maddie's ex-boyfriend or boyfriend. I've heard both. And then there's Jack D. That is the one that's on and off again with. But people do TikTok everywhere. My sister does. That's true. My daughter does TikTok in a lot of places, but I'm just saying it's like not a convenient place to go do TikTok. If she's the bottom floor, then she has to go upstairs to do it. It wouldn't make a lot of sense. Yep, I think so too. I think that I do believe this was a personal attack, and I do believe that somebody in the house was targeted more than the others. Okay, well, I said I went on Google Earth and saw a window across the street with the blinds back heavily. I can send it to you. Oh, yeah, that would be great. You want to send it to my email, or you can send it to me on Facebook, whatever's easier for you. My email is criminality187@gmail.
Hi,
or I'm Teresa Steffens on Facebook. Who took the pic of all of them before they went out? I have a guess, but I really don't want to say her name. I did find some other photos, and this other girl is in some photos with the roommates that are still alive. And I think that she may have taken the pictures. I mean, it just kind of fits because she's like not in that picture, but she's in other pictures with other people on her own social media from the same, and they're all wearing the same outfits.
Hey, Amanda L. Sorry, I didn't get the notification.
The two roommates lived on the third floor. See, that doesn't make sense to me. Because, okay, I'm gonna start playing some of these so you guys can understand where I'm coming from. Now hopefully I brought them all up. Give me a second. If you guys are talking in chat, I'm not on that screen, so I can't see what you're saying. But I'm going to start showing you some of the stuff that I did have pulled up just so you guys can kind of see what I've looked at and why I feel the way I feel. And these may not be in any particular order, just FYI.
T, can you hear me better now? I sound better?
I can hear you fine, so it's really going to be up to them. Hi, Amanda. Can you guys hear that?
No.
No, you can't flip and hear that, can you?
Nope.
No, because
Same
I have it
knife
muted.
or a very similar knife. The coroner says it's likely some of the victims were asleep when it happened, but she couldn't say which ones. She says bed sheets were taken for testing from the home. We also learned there were 2 other roommates inside the home when police got there and at the time of the attack, but they were not hurt. We're told they are cooperating with law enforcement, and right now police haven't gone so far as to call them witnesses. During a news conference held earlier this week, reporters asked Moscow police about that video I mentioned earlier from the food truck that caught both Maddie and Kaylee. Moscow Police Chief James Fry says
still can't hear it? Oh, you sound good.
is helping give them the time and space of where the 2 girls were leading up to their deaths.
Hello. Hi. Welcome back.
In this live stream from the grub truck, you see the girls walk into the frame and up to the food truck. It appears they're with a young man, the one in the hat and dark jacket. Here you can see him put his hood on. He hangs back several feet behind the girls as they order from the food truck. He then follows Kaylee and Maddie after they order and stands right next to them. It looks like he never ordered any food, but you can see him talking to other people there. Several later, the girls grab their food, take a picture, laugh and talk to each other, and quickly walk away. One of the people the young man is talking to points out that the girls left. He throws up his hand, waits a moment, and then appears to walk after them. You see him wave at the girls and then walk a separate direction. This recording shows all three are at the food truck for about 10 minutes, and police say Kaylee and Madison were home just minutes later, by about 1:45. Their home is a little more than a mile from the grub truck. A University of Idaho student who says he's friends with the victims told us this young man was with the girls at the corner club before this. ISP says authorities contacted the young man in the video, and they interviewed him as part of the investigation. They are not labeling him as a suspect or person of interest at this time.
Police have been going to local businesses, as we've been reporting, asking about any purchases of knives bought in the Moscow area around the day of the murders. We also learned that the FBI's behavioral analysis unit is now helping in the investigation. We previously reported that the FBI was there helping, but now we know this behavioral analysis unit is helping. And what that does is it helps with crime scene analysis, interviewing techniques. It also helps create a profile of an unknown suspect that police can look out for, which really goes to show you that they do not have a person of interest right now. They do not have a suspect or suspects at this time, and they are backtracking messaging. So earlier in a press conference that they held, the first and only that they've held so far, they said, we can't not say that there is no threat to the community, when initially, right after this happened, they said this was a targeted attack. There is no ongoing threat to the community. Now, just a few days after that, they are backtracking that and saying we can't say that because we don't have a suspect.
And that really has been, a consistent side story that we followed here at KTVB, and we've seen on social media, Idaho news outlets, speaking up that the release of information in this case has been a frustrating thing, I think, for the media. And as media, we understand that, investigators, they can't release everything.
Right.
I don't think we're asking them to, but I guess the idea that there's been inconsistent release or being one elected official will tell different outlets different things.
Yes. So initially when this happened on Sunday, everybody was panicked because students on campus got vandal alerts and they were told to shelter in place. That vandal alert was lifted. And then police said this was a targeted, isolated attack, which is still the case, to be clear. Still true that this was a targeted, isolated attack, police believe. But then to say that there is no ongoing threat and then backtrack that, what does that have the community of Moscow thinking? What does that have students on campus thinking? A lot of them were so fearful that they came home right after that. And that's actually an important piece. Police up in Moscow saying it is a little bit of a hindrance in their investigation that a lot of people aren't there right now, but they are going to do these interviews with anybody they need to talk to wherever they're at right now. And to Joe's point about giving interviews and information to various media outlets, that has been a point of contention today. A lot of national news media outlets have gotten information from elected officials and other leaders up there that maybe some local outlets haven't gotten. And Idaho State Police, I haven't been able to get a hold of them today, but they have been a lot more communicative lately in the last day since taking over the public information officer duties.
And I want to be really clear, Moscow Police, Idaho State Police investigators, they're still looking for information. They're still asking for information. So they're asking, anyone who has seen or, known anything, here's the information.
Yeah, call that tip line, 208-883-7180. You can also email now. There's an email set up. That's tipline@ci.moscow.id.us. Report any suspicious behavior, any pertinent information. And really, Joe, if anybody has any video surveillance, any Ring cameras, any businesses have anything from that area, that could really help law enforcement try to track this person down as well.
Sometimes I know we hear that people are shy or they don't want to be involved. Any piece of information can be very helpful to investigators. And unfortunately, we don't know what they need to know right now.
Right.
So any information helps. But Morgan, I know that you, our investigative team, Alexandra Duggan, she's still up in Moscow this weekend. So our team will continue to follow this through the weekend. But Morgan, thank you for reporting. And if you missed anything Morgan said or our team said, all this coverage is on ktvb.com.
Okay.
Before you start having conversations online or even with your...
I want to go down here because I think this is where, okay, so Chapman and Kernodle, which is Ethan and Xana, we're at a fraternity party at Sigma Chi, which is down the street. And then Kaylee and Maddie were at the corner club. They talk about the guy or the man arrives when Maddie and Kaylee arrive, waits several feet behind them while they order the food, walks with them, and stands right next to them. The police still do not have a suspect in general. They're going in a different direction. ISP says he is not a suspect or a person of interest at this time. So I thought that was interesting.
Thank you, Make It So. Thank you. Welcome.
Okay. I'm trying to find the couple of parts that I really wanted to make sure you guys confirmed that there were two other roommates in the home at the time.
You're on this case, girl.
Okay, this here is a source, a guy who used to live in the house. For 3 years, attended University of Idaho, and is remaining anonymous due to safety reasons, tells the news there are 2 bedrooms on each of the floors of the 3-story home and a slider door that leads out the back. The source said that around 20 feet from the slider door near the kitchen is a bedroom. Then stairs to the 3rd floor are very close by. The slider door leads out to a backyard that backs up to a remote area. It would be hard to hear anything from the bottom level, he said. In his time living there from 2012 to 2015, downstairs roommates often had parties or music turned up loud because they are below the living room towards the front end of the house, the source said. He says so many memories in that house and they're all ruined now. But this was interesting as he describes this house. So if you're right next to that slider, which is right in the kitchen, basically, there's a bedroom right there, and then the stairs to go up to the 3rd floor. So it would make sense that the person comes in the slider and doesn't go downstairs. They go upstairs.
They're going to think naturally, possibly, to go upstairs. And remember, the 2 that were in the basement type rooms, they had their doors locked.
Well, we don't know that.
Well, not confirmed what we're hearing.
Right. Well, they're also, that post also says they were on the 3rd floor. So that's my thing is, this makes sense. If the person walks in, this is why I want to know where Maddie was. So I just want you guys to see the information I've been looking at and kind of where I'm coming up with why I think what I think. And I could be totally wrong. I'm totally okay with being wrong. It's just, this is kind of where I'm gathering why I think the way I do. If the person walks in the slider, there's a room right there. They talk about that Ethan and Xana were in the same room. I have heard that Ethan was potentially on the floor and not in the bed. But it would make sense if they're right there on the 2nd floor, right? And he wants to get up the stairs to the 3rd floor.
Yep.
But what if this person's ever actually been in the house and they don't know to go downstairs because they're walking in the slider?
They go in the slider, moving fast, flies up the steps. I mean, if you have a chance or a shot, you're going to go up versus going down, because automatically you're like, there's definitely somebody sleeping upstairs. It's not a definite if you don't know the house, if someone's actually downstairs or not.
Right. That's kind of my thought process.
You know,
is that you would think, okay, the floor that I walk in on potentially has bedrooms, and then upstairs typically would have bedrooms.
Yep.
I wouldn't necessarily think to go downstairs for a bedroom if I've never been in this house.
and were all these houses like sectioned out the same because of like the way the students were, like, these were off campus houses, right? That they were, so the
Right.
setups are going to be a little odd in all of them.
You're kind of cutting out for me, at least. I don't know.
So I think that would show right there if that person.
Yes, it was Maddie that was that had the black jacket on. Correct. Hi, Shmita. Entering the slider and exiting. That's my thought too. Especially if the sister is correct, and let's say she does come and let the dog out. She's probably letting the dog out the slider. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Hi, Shmita. Oh, thank you, Shmita. You would go after the people on the main floor first, so when you come down from upstairs, you're sure to get out. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking that Xana and Ethan would be on that main floor, which technically would be the 2nd floor, and then that bedroom could potentially be the one that's right there by the kitchen, and then you head upstairs, right? I guess we have to consider the fact that we don't know anything about what happened with Ethan and Xana that night. We're in our own minds, I think, assuming that the targets were either Maddie or Kaylee. I don't really know what's led us there besides the food truck video, but we have no idea what happened at this fraternity party.
No.
Hi, Ausane. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple other things, and so that way you guys, once again, you can just kind of see where my thought process is. It could totally be off. I'm just kind of showing you the rabbit hole that I went down and how I got there. All right, let's see. Like I said, I did not put these up here in any order
You're all
because
good
my
here, babe.
brain.
You're just hanging out.
Are you talking?
Yeah. Am I lagging too?
Is she frozen?
See, I'm going to come
Oh, no,
out
now
and come
you're
back
fine. I
in.
don't know.
I'm good? Okay.
Okay.
I'm afraid to talk. It goes woof. Yeah, no, Lady V, you hang around. All's good, babe. You hang around. Allie, you too. Thank you all for being here.
Yeah, especially because like my brain is kind of all over the place tonight, so I don't even know how
No,
anybody's
T,
following
you're
along
like,
with what I'm doing.
I love when her brain's like this, believe it or not. We all do. Everyone in chat.
That's actually kind of crazy to me because
it's when your best theories come out. You don't even
medicated. That's good to know.
Yep.
Good to know.
know.
My thoughts on the murder weapon, as I think that people will know who it is based on the fact that he has this type of knife, or they'll have an idea. And I bet a lot of the tips that they're getting have to do with, hey, we know this guy who has this kind of knife, or who has shown off this kind of knife. This guy probably carries it like in his glove box or under his front seat kind of thing. I don't think that he went home and got it and came over. I think that he has it with him most of the time. That's my thought on that. My thoughts are great. Well, I love you guys. It's making me feel better because I'm like, I don't even know how I'm going to get through this. I'm just all over. Okay, let's.
I do want to know who took the photo, though, of them that night or earlier that day.
I feel
Have you
bad
got an
saying because I
answer on
hate putting a bunch of people in the spotlight that I can't. I'm not even 100% it is her. And then I don't want people like watching this later, not you guys, but other people watch it later and then they start like contacting her or whatever.
Wait, they do have somebody though? Like it's been mentioned?
No, as I was looking through social medias, I found a girl who is in photos with the roommates that that are still alive, and they're wearing the same clothes, and it's in the same vicinity, like on that patio like area. And it's just this one girl that I don't know. That's why I'm like, I feel bad. Like I don't know. I don't want to like put her out there, and then people are like, "Hey, what do you know about whatever?" You're talking about the one that took the photo of all of them, all the roommates standing outside, right? Yeah.
Yeah, from like that day, right? It was earlier that day, I believe it was taken.
Yeah. I sent 2 pics in the email. Now this window is like right across the street, down the street where you can see the tennis shoes. Okay, I'm gonna play this video, and then I will go grab those from my email while this video plays.
I agree, Alicia. They are weird.
This is like I said, no particular order because I did not save them in a particular order.
Exploitation Nation, I believe, emailed you.
Yes, that's what I was just talking about. I'm gonna play this, and then I can.
Dead
and I'll go grab that.
Off campus, and still very little details have been released about what happened that night. But here's what we know as of this afternoon. On Sunday,
you guys can hear
just
this one,
before
okay?
noon, someone called 911 to report an unconscious person at a home on King Road in Moscow. That's where police found the 4 victims: Ethan Chapin, Xana Kernodle, Madison Mogan, and Kaylee Gonsalves. We know there were 2.
Okay, so I actually have a theory about this whole 911. And I have nothing to confirm this, so you can just take it as my theory, and I'm just here throwing it out to you. It's been really confusing on how this person calls 911 at noon the next day, and they won't say who the person is that called 911, and the person calls and says that that they have somebody there that's unconscious. Go Hogs, read my last message. Okay, let me go find it. So here's my theory. And if you watched Ethan's parents, they talk about that a friend of theirs is potentially the one that called 911. Why can I not find your comment? I'm wondering if a friend of theirs had come over, was supposed to like hang out, do something with them, and walks in and sees the scene, freaks out, runs out, passes out. Neighbor walks by, sees unconscious person who's lost their
Uncon-
ever-loving minds. Yeah.
Yes.
Unconscious person calls 911. And now they call, hey, we got an unconscious person. And
I like that one. Yes.
hi, Rosalind.
Yes. Hey, Rosalind. Hey, Marshy Marsh. And that would totally explain this unconscious, could never figure out, because there's no way in the world, right. Yeah. Wow, T. Yeah.
So this is just my thought process. So you guys, that's why I said that's take it for what you want. That's literally just me thinking out loud on kind of everything I put together with the different interviews and stuff that I've watched.
No, you're right.
That, I mean, somebody, that's who was unconscious.
Anything. One of the girls could have plans to go to the gym or something the next day, or go get whatever, you know what I mean? Or just somebody, you know, these college kids are, they swing around each other. Like oh my goodness, that makes absolute sense. Walks in, sees that, runs out of the house, freaks out, and passes out. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because there's a huge difference of an unconscious person versus a person in a bloodbath, so to speak, considering the way these kids were brutally attacked with a very sharp object for YouTube language. Wow, T. See, she always does, right? We were right.
So I obviously have no idea if that's true, but so if you guys remember in the press conference, the chief was like being really weird about like who called and how many people were there when they got there, and like I don't know, it was just he was acting really weird, and I thought it was kind of sketch, like maybe he's talking like other people were there and it wasn't the roommates, but then a journalist asked like a follow-up question, and they're like, so the roommates were there when you guys arrived, and he's like, yes, and they're like, so the only two people that were there were the roommates, and you believe that? And he said, yeah, we believe so, or something. I'm not quoting it exactly, but you guys, I think, know what I'm talking about. And it just was kind of weird. And I'm thinking, well, when they arrived, yes, the two roommates were there, but there was also other people. So that's why he's being all weird about it, because there is additional people. It's this whoever passed out. Yeah. And it's whoever called 911. And you don't want to tell everybody who called 911, because now people are going to go try to find that person who called 911 or who passed out. And they don't want anybody knowing those two things.
And they have to backtrack maybe some of that. See how you were talking about the frat party or whatnot, possibly the night before? Maybe that person was coming off of that, and instead that person just didn't sleep there that night. That was the only difference,
Right.
Maybe they end up sleeping at a boyfriend's house or another person's house, and, oh my goodness.
Right. Hi, Britt. It's okay that you're late.
Pretty Britt.
Okay, let me see. Sunset gazing. Yeah, although not knowing who was unconscious, I think the person saw the scene and passed out running out of the house. Yeah, see? That's what I'm thinking too. They did have a knife warning 2 months prior, but they said that person supposedly turned himself in. Yeah. So I found that to be kind of interesting too. But then there's other people, like when this whole knife thing came out, they were like, man, everybody around here has knives. Like that's not going to be a big deal.
Especially that particular knife or type of knife, supposedly.
The sister, they haven't talked to the roommates yet. You would think they would have contacted each girl's family, tell what they know. And I know they said that the roommates are cooperating. So Max 2002, I actually thought it was blood. I'll show you guys that picture if you guys haven't seen it. My husband says no, it's rust. So we're on opposite sides of that one.
That's what my father said.
He said rust. He said the pipe is literally right there where that is coming from. That is rust.
That's what my father does too. He said it's absolute rust. It makes sense exactly where it is. But after how they described the scene and you see that picture, I could see why a lot of people, because even I did at first, I was like, whoa. Max
2002 agrees with my husband. But I can show you guys the picture. Okay, let me finish going through this, and then I got to grab the photos from my email. So let me finish playing this while I grab those.
Other roommates in the home at the time of the murders, and when police got there, they were not hurt, and police say they are cooperating. Moscow police wouldn't go so far, though, as to call them witnesses. And yesterday, the coroner's office released the autopsies and found all 4 were stabbed to death with a knife early Sunday morning. Police have not found a suspect or suspects and don't have any people of interest right now. An investigative reporter, Morgan Romero, joins us live here on the News at 4. Morgan, I know you've been digging into this. What have you learned?
Yeah, we did learn today, Shira, that the Latah County coroner believes it's likely that at least some of the 4 victims were asleep at the time. She wouldn't specify which of the 4 victims. We also know that this happened in the early morning hours of Sunday. That is confirmed. The coroner tells 7 Investigates bed sheets were taken from the home for testing, but she couldn't speak to any defensive wounds or the specific time of death on Sunday morning. Police put out a clearer picture of the hours leading up to the attack. They released a timeline and the locations of where all 4 victims were before they were murdered at their home on King Road in Moscow.
This horrific attack on 4 college students happened less than a mile from the University of Idaho campus. Sororities and fraternities and their out-of-houses are mostly centralized in this area. New information from Idaho State Police reveals 2 of the victims, Ethan Chapin and Xana Kernodle, were together Saturday night, November 12th. They went to a Sigma Chi fraternity party across from their home on King Road from 8 to 9 p.m. The other 2 victims, Kaylee Gonsalves and Madison Mogan, were at the Corner Club on Main Street. It's about a mile and a half away from the home on King Road. Police say they were there from around 10 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. After leaving the bar, the girls went to the Grub Truck just down Main Street from the Corner Club. It's about a 6-minute walk. They're seen in a video from the food truck, ordering food around 1:40 Sunday morning. U of I students tell us it's a common weekend routine to go from the Corner Club to the food truck. Idaho State Police says all 4 victims were back at the King Road house, a little more than a mile from the food truck, by 1:45 a.m. Sunday, November 13th. What unfolded after that is unclear. It wasn't until noon on Sunday police received a call of an unconscious person. When they got to the home on King Road, they found the 4 victims, Ethan, Xana, Kaylee, and Maddie, dead. They confirm all 4 were stabbed early Sunday morning. The Latah County coroner tells us all the victims could have been killed with the same knife or a very similar knife. Police say they haven't yet found the weapon.
And during the only and first news conference held earlier this week, reporters asked Moscow police about that video from the food truck that I mentioned. It's circulating all over social media. Moscow Police Chief James Fry says this Twitch video is helping give them the time and space of where Maddie and Kaylee were leading up to their deaths.
Hello. Hi. Welcome back.
In this live stream from the Grub Truck, you see the girls walk into the frame and up to the food truck. It appears they're with a young man, the one in the hat and dark jacket. Here you can see him put his hood on. He hangs back several feet behind the girls as they order from the food truck. He then follows Kaylee and Maddie after they order and stands right next to them. It looks like he never ordered any food, but you can see him talking to other people there. Several minutes later, the girls grab their food, take a picture, laugh and talk to each other, and quickly walk away. One of the people the young man is talking to points out that the girls left. He throws up his hand, waits a moment, and then appears to walk after them. You see him wave at the girls and then walk a separate direction. This recording shows all 3 are at the food truck for about 10 minutes, and police say Kaylee and Madison were home just minutes later, by about 1:45. Their home is a little more than a mile from the Grub Truck. A University of Idaho student who says he's friends with the victims told us this young man was with the girls at the Corner Club before this. ISP says authorities contacted the young man in the video, and they interviewed him as part of the investigation. They are not labeling him as a suspect or person of interest at this time.
Again, police say they have not identified a person or persons of interest or a suspect in this investigation. But anyone near these areas who saw anything suspicious, has surveillance video, or can provide any critical information about this and can help the investigation is really asked to call the tip line. That number is there on your screen, 208-883-7180. You can also now email that email address on your screen, tipline@ci.moscow.id.
Okay, let me turn this off. And Go Hogs, is that the
really
comment you
painted
wanted
a
me to
better,
find earlier?
clearer
Because I
picture for a
agree,
lot of
it's
us,
kind
but
of
I
a
know
weird.
still so many questions out there, and
What they do, they ignore like whoever that is. Let me turn this one off.
Why do they do that?
I don't know. It's really but they do. They ignore that they obviously knew each other. And another thing I kind of had looked at was there somebody else in that that footage, that Twitch footage, that's literally wearing the exact same clothes as Xana from the picture earlier that night. I mean, obviously it's just an Idaho sweatshirt, so, and it's on campus, so like whatever, you know, it is what it is. But so I looked closer at her face. I was like, is that Xana? And then it actually looks like a girl that's in Kaylee's TikTok videos, like almost spot on. But I'm like, okay, nobody's mentioned that, so I'm just gonna. But I want to look more at the Jersey guy. We can do that too. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up these photos real quick, and then I'm gonna pull up this other video. And I'm sorry, you guys, we're totally all over the place, but you guys are keeping up, so I love it.
He just brought up a really good point, and I can never pronounce. Well, I can't pronounce your name. It starts with a K. About was one of the exes a hunter of some sort, or
I've heard that. Yes, I've heard that.
Killing.
I've heard that the dad is a big hunter, but that's actually very common in the area. So it's not that I don't know, but that he does know how to use a knife. And then Alicia asked.
Okay. So the bar that Kaylee and hold on, it's going so fast.
I know.
There was a man at the. Is that the man at the bar that was kicked out earlier that night? You're saying?
Supposedly that is Jake S. I don't know though.
Oh.
They're saying the food truck guy is the guy that was kicked out from the bar earlier that night. Somebody else said Jake S. had also been kicked out of his fraternity.
I heard. Okay, all right. I heard that. I didn't.
That's
hear
all
the
same
other-
guy, but I'm not even 100% sure that is Jake S. Just saying that's kind of where I had gotten to. But let me pull up. I want to show these photos that were in my email. So. Of course, now it doesn't want to come up. Well, let me do it this way. Let me see.
At Body Blue, I'm hoping there's some ring footage of any sort. There has to be something, especially if they're all off-site campus housing and thing. I would like to think that the landlords and whatnot would have those type of things maybe installed. Ryan actually may know, who's in chat.
Hi, CDT. Oh, so Alicia asked if it was true. Okay, so this is really gross too. Supposedly a neighbor in the area, and this is, once again, totally, I need to make sure you guys know what I'm telling you that I know is fact and what I'm telling you that I know only because I've heard it or I've seen it. And this is something I do not know is fact, but I did see that a neighbor's pet had been skinned.
What?
Yes. Now, whether that's true or not, please, I do not know. Just telling you, yes, I've also heard that.
Oh.
Hoodie Weirdo is Jack S. Supposedly. Yes. And then Hoodie Weirdo is also supposedly the guy who got kicked out of the bar, and he had also previously been kicked out of a fraternity. Hold on.
It's okay, Allie. Good night, baby. We're here either way.
Hi, Allie. Okay, oh my God, T, I heard a news report where they said the suspect passed right by them in the attacks. The roommates? Yep, Texas Angel. I also read that Jack S was kicked out of a fraternity, also kicked out of the bar that night. Idaho is a big destination for elk hunting, which is what I'm hearing the dad does is elk hunting, but then people are like, yeah, that's totally normal for the area. I do not know if it's true, but I had seen that, yeah. I'm not sure if the ring camera is evidence because there are apartments all down that road. Huge chance still. Yeah. Well, she said the sister said she got neighbor's ring and could prove that they were dropped off by an Uber, which I was thinking, well, shit, if that neighbor's ring picked up an Uber driver, then it's probably picked up a lot more. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. One of the girls was calling a Jack that is supposedly a different Jack. That is Jack D, who has been on and off again in a relationship with Kaylee. Something with sad about the suspect.
He might be beautiful.
In my opinion, I better sit and wait for the prank. Oh, goodness.
CDT did a great live earlier too, which is actually what got me caught up today. ATS News as well. Allegedly with Brittany J. She's been doing a great job covering this case as well. Thanks to all new people coming in. Thank you guys for being here. If you don't mind, smash that little thumbs up or thumbs down, whatever you want.
Okay, somebody said if Jack is the Jake referenced in the TikTok. So Bodie Blue, no. So Jake is Maddie's boyfriend or ex-boyfriend. I've heard both. And Jack, there's two Jacks. Two Jacks and a Jake. Jack is Kaylee's on and off again boyfriend, who she called 6 times from 2:26 a.m. to 2:44 a.m. Then there's Jack S. And this is Jack S. that is supposedly the hoodie guy from the food truck. And then there's Jake, which is Maddie's boyfriend or ex-boyfriend. I think I already said that, but calling him, is anybody calling him names? I hope. I don't know. I don't even know the guy. But if that is that guy, then I've heard that he's got some anger issues. But he supposedly is totally cooperating.
Yeah. Hey, Abby. She's coming over from Brittany's channel. Thank you. Welcome.
Aw. Who is Jack T? Who the heck is there's another Jack? There's a Jack T. I know a Jack D and a Jack S.
Yeah.
And then a Jake. A Jake S.
2 Jacks and a Jake.
2 Jacks and a Jake. Well, who names their kid Jack anymore anyway?
We went through this in Kylie's case with the Nathaniels and whatnot. There was 400 of them.
Why can't people have different names?
I don't know. It's like they get around each other. They have kids all around the same time, and they all name their kid the same thing. I don't get it.
Yep, totally cooperating. No, who is Jack T?
Oh, no.
Because you're calling me T. Okay, there's 2 Jacks. Jack sounds like an alias. I know everybody earlier was like, Jack has to be a John because of, like, they used to call John F. Kennedy Jack. And I'm like, that's a really old, Jack has become popular again. I don't know. I have a Jake, so then I'm like, it's really confusing.
Oh, that's right. You do have a Jake.
I have a Jake.
You have a Jake.
Okay, let me pull up these pictures. Now, can I do it from this screen, or do I have to actually pull it up? Will it switch? Because that would be really cool if it would just switch for me. Then I wouldn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't.
Welcome.
Trisha Scott.
Hi, Trista.
AKA Jenny. How are you?
I know a lot of Jacks, as in like Jacksons or Jacks. My son's name is Jack. It was my grandfather's name. It's not a bad name. I'm just saying, like, can we get a different name in the case? Like, why does every case have to have 15,000? Like, how many Nicks and Nickies and Nicholases were in Watts?
It happens all the time.
Jack. Here comes Jack.
Here's another Jack.
There's Jack G now.
Elizabeth has a Jack Squat t-shirt. It's 20 years old.
My little almost became a Jackson, but it was a Jaxon.
I do love Jackson. I absolutely adore the name Jackson. I no doubt do. Yes.
Let me see. Okay, so it doesn't want to let me pull it up that way. All right.
Jackson Teller is hot, just saying. Thank you, BR. Thank you, Delana. Thank you, Jeanette. Love you guys. If I'm missing anybody.
Okay, so these are the screenshots that were sent to me. Ooh. Oh, that's creepy. Oh, you guys can't see it. Oh, goodness. I'm all looking at it. I'm like, oh, yeah, that is totally creepy.
I gotta get there.
Okay, let me see. Okay, so are they even still in here? Someone who sent me this, did they already leave? Because now I want to know exactly where this is, like in...
Who are you looking for? Kelly?
Uh-uh.
Oh, Amanda L. We just went through the whole onion peel, the first 20 minutes of the show. T's on the mend. She's on the mend.
I am. I just still sound really bad. I mean, I don't feel 100%, but I'm on the uphill, not the downhill anymore. But that is like kind of creepy. I want to know where this is in comparison to their house. That is like that looks like some.
Exploitation Nation
Yeah.
says it's
Yes.
directly across the street.
Oh, perfect. That's what I needed. Okay, directly across the street.
Yeah.
Across the street. So what would they be able to see? Is what I'm wondering. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What could they see into the roommate's house?
Okay. All right. That's good.
Okay, let me see this. Okay. Oh shoot. Okay, so that's over there.
Where do those little steppy steps? How quick is that to?
I want to like move this around like I'm on Google Maps. You know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, weird, and it didn't go.
I love doing this. I could do this all night. This is.
All right. Well, I do have my Google Maps up, so we can look at that too, and get like an idea of where that is. What's with all the shoes? Is that just because it's like a college town? People are like jerks. Like the first person who falls asleep and passes out, you lose your shoes.
There's multiple indications of this depending upon where you're from. Where I'm from, it's basically setting claim to where you are. That makes sense. Maybe that's what the kids were doing, the college kids.
Okay, so this is the side of the house,
Okay.
and you can see, like that's where you can see that door, and then you see this would be like the lower level, and then this is floor level, like ground level, where you walk in, and the kitchen and stuff is, and then you have the third floor that's up there that has the balcony. There's a lot of pictures taken on that balcony.
Now, is this ladder always out there type of situation?
Oh, I don't know. It's kind of weird, but I can't imagine them moving it.
I know it's like a stupid question, but I'm just curious. Like, these kids.
Okay, so then here's the supposedly Joe is the guy in the khaki hat and the khaki jacket that was talking to the hoodie guy.
Okay.
He made some comments on TikTok saying the guy seemed funny and he didn't think he was really lurking. He just said that he was trying to get the girls home safely.
Okay.
Said I pointed to the girls. He told me he was making sure they got home safe, and I was like, "Well, they're leaving." Okay, let me pull this down real quick.
The window was right across the street from the front door. A bit at a tilt.
Where are we at? I'm sorry.
Exploitation Nation is talking about like the comparison of the house, and she's saying the window was right across from the front door, a bit at a tilt.
Okay. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up from on here. That's the Zillow.
The same, Crystal. My dogs do the same thing with the blinds and sometimes mess them up. Go Hog says there's an interview with the food truck owner. Right.
I did see that. He's actually talked a couple times. I saw that. And then there's a couple interviews with the bar owner who basically wants to give no information.
I know. What is that? Oh.
Okay, let me see.
I think he said he works close with Moscow PD, and he didn't.
He has a good relationship with them, so he doesn't want to. Okay, so let me see. Aha! There it is. There it is. How weird. I wonder if they could actually see anything. See, but like you could easily just get up here and just go right onto that patio that's right on the other side.
That is not hard at all to get into. And look where they could be, even off to that side. They could be in the ducky just waiting for them to come back. You know, they could. Wonder if anything was found in or around in that tree area right there.
Over here?
Yeah, think about it's real late. They've had a few drinks. They're just walking in. They're not paying attention to that area, but it's a perfect area for him or, you know, the person.
Yeah, and like this is a 2021 Google image, FYI. So, I mean, this isn't up to date, but
And see, that was the door that was left open when law enforcement arrived.
it would not have been this one. I believe it's the slider, but they don't clarify that. I believe it's the slider though, because this is the one that would lead right into the downstairs girls' room. And that's what I still needed to find for you guys. The one that says that the crime scene was on the second and the third floor.
Hey, search and rescue canine mom. We love you.
Search and rescue canine mom. That's what it looks like still. It does still have that on the bottom window. Okay, let me, I still want to find, which one did I not play? Is it this one?
Same, Max. Mine just heading off, and I'm petrified of that whole living situation. Ryan says that's what it still looks like still.
I think it's this one. We're going to play it and see, because this is another one I wanted you guys to see anyway. And I think it's this one that has the third floor thing on it.
Exploitation Nation also says there's a home directly behind King Street.
College students to death.
On the other side?
Okay,
I'll go look at that.
Killed in their bed. CBS's Christina Ruffini in Moscow.
Can you guys hear that?
Tells us police there are now asking the public.
It's a little low on my end, but I don't know.
More than 5 days since the quadruple homicide of 4 college students near the University of Idaho, there is still no known suspect, not even an apparent person of interest, and no found murder weapon.
I think it's always likely that the investigators know more than they're talking about.
Today, Moscow police put out a plea for surveillance video or any tips. They also released an updated timeline showing where all 4 victims were in the hours before the attack. At a party, a bar, and a food truck. All returned home at 1:45 in the morning, shortly before they were murdered. The father of Xana Kernodle, one of the victims, tells our Phoenix affiliate he learned his daughter fought her attacker.
Bruises and just, maybe turned by the knife or whatever. Because she's a tough kid. Whatever she wanted to do, she could do it.
The official autopsy report revealed that Xana, Ethan Chapin, Kayla Gonsalves, and Madison Mojan were murdered by stabbing. Tonight, CBS News has learned that some of the victims were found in their beds, and the bodies were discovered on both the second and third floors. On campus and in the town of Moscow, with the killers still on the loose, fear and frustration are running high.
4 people were stabbed to death in their home and did not have anyone as a suspect. I moved here because it felt safer than where I was coming from.
Now, as we've been here, the lights have been on in the house behind us, but neighbors say those 2 other roommates who were here at the time of the attack are gone. All of what you see behind me, Major, including the cars, are part of the crime scene. Police say those individuals are cooperating, but they haven't named them.
Christina Ruffini, thank you so much.
Okay, they didn't say it in that one, did they?
Some good news for anglers. More steelhead are in the Boise River. The Department of Fish and Game say
They didn't say it in that one, did they? Second and third floor. Shoot. They say second and third floor.
I believe Ryan is just a local, and he's, he has a lot of insight to bring to this case, and he's just trying to help us
I'm not
fill
gonna
in.
say that he did it. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, no.
So we're all of them at the fraternity house. So no, all we know is that all law enforcement told us was that Xana and Ethan were at the fraternity that night. It's also very weird that they keep trying to say they were there between 8 and 9, but they say they didn't come home until 1:45. And I don't know if the news is saying it wrong, and like maybe they left between 8 and 9 to go there, because why are they saying they were there from 8 to 9? Then where the heck were they from 9 to 1:45?
A couple people.
They did say it?
Yeah, are saying they said it. Maybe
did I
we just
miss
didn't
it?
hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, he did say it there. He said second and third floor. So the 2 roommates who were unharmed were on the first floor, I suppose. And the suspect may have walked. Okay, well, see, how did I freaking miss it? I thought that was the clip that had it, and I totally missed it. Thank you, guys.
Make it so. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so that's what I'm like, okay, so that means that the other ones have to be on the bottom floor, right? Which would make that whole post from the supposed roommate, Dylan, not accurate.
That's messed up, man. That is.
And I got all mad at that clip, and I closed it because I got mad at it.
It was a little low. Me and you were just going. I think that's probably why.
I was trying to find the other pictures I wanted to show.
Searching.
So
right.
if you walk by the other rooms, it's because the other roommates were downstairs. And if we go with that, and we go with the person who used to live there back in 2012 timeframe, said that his roommates partied downstairs all the time, and people didn't hear him. So it means that the killer had to come in the sliding door that was directly to the second floor. There's a bedroom that's right off of the kitchen, and the stairs are supposedly right there, according to the guy who lived there.
Right there.
So if it's accurate that, yeah, they saw, okay, you saw they said glass door downstairs. I do remember one of the news clips was talking about that they had, they were putting up red stickers, basically, which would be like evidence stickers. They were putting up the red stickers on the door. So that would be either fingerprints, blood spatter, somebody could have touched.
Something on how that.
And then I missed something. I missed something about trolls and terrible people.
Oh, I think C-Dub's talking about when, like, just putting out a post like that, just to, like, what?
Right.
Who does that? Who just gets up one day and says, I'm gonna make a post, involve myself in this horrific 4-person, you know what, and put out misinformation just for the sake of doing it? Like,
well, we've been doing this for a while. We know that there's sick asses that will do it. They do it on purpose. And then they're like, ha ha ha, look at everybody talking about it, thinking it's real. And it's like, well, we just want to talk about the facts.
Let's see. Okay, here it is. Slider doors lead out the back. Would be hard to hear anything. 20 feet from sliders near kitchen is a bedroom.
Right. You looking at that one article I sent you?
Yep. That's exactly where I got it from. Mm-hmm.
So there's killed on the second floor. How was there blood running down the outside of the house? Well, this is kind of a point of, like, some people think it's blood and other people think it's something else. Most people I think most people probably think it's blood, but it would be interesting to see a picture of that side of the house prior to this and see if it actually is rust from that pipe. I have that picture in here. Why can't I show you that one? Let me see.
Because it is all hardwood floors. There's no rug. I mean, depending upon how my house dips a little bit. If we had we had a nice amount of something flowing in here, it might hit the door. I don't personally think it is. I think it's rust, but
I'm going to pull it up so you guys can, in case people haven't seen it, they can see what we're talking about. But I apparently didn't save it, so let me grab it real quick.
Hey, Nicole, how are you? Exploitation Nation says there are so many units, and it just took her comment away. That is so weird. Oh, okay. There are so many units and so many running around a giant apartment complex almost next door, further up too. Wow. Oh, thank you, Britt. Thank you. We love you. Thank you so much.
What'd she do?
She gave us a $10 super chat.
Did she really?
Amazing.
You're too cute. You're too good to me. But didn't the police chief say it was during the press conference? Okay, didn't he say what, Penny? Because I wasn't seeing chat. What makes it messy is the semantics of every case. News outlets can say something and the public can put their own spin and distribute via their social medias. Right, which is my advice to anybody that would be doing this, that might possibly, by the off tiny little chance that they're listening to me, is you have a statement from one person, which is your public information officer. That one statement goes to all news outlets and goes on your social media account verbatim, and then you have a lot less of this crazy, whatever they have done here with the news is a flippin' mess. It's one of the messiest that I've ever experienced.
ATS just said Fox reported it as blood. How crazy is that?
Did they really?
Oh, goodness. Hey, Ashley. How are you?
So did Inside Edition, something out of a Scream movie. Oh, I'm supposed to be pulling that up so you guys can see it. It might help if I actually do that, huh?
Right, explanation. Right. A bed would soak it up. And they were.
No, but if they're saying that Ethan was found on the floor, we don't know if that's true because that's just one news outlet that's saying that while the others are not. Hi, LFT.
LFT. How are you?
My husband, who I find pretty intelligent, was one of the things that made me date him in the first place. I do trust his judgment, but I'll tell you, when I saved the picture, I labeled it blood.
You labeled it blood.
So he's
too.
like, what the positioning of that pipe, and I mean, he wasn't like saying absolutely no way, like I was totally wrong, but he was kind of like, I would consider.
I had to send it to my dad. I'm like, if anybody will know, it'll be him. He was like, Michelle.
What did he say?
He saw the little piece of the pipe. He said, nah. He said, that's rust, babe. He said, blood would have already been, like, it would have never formulated around the way it did. Well, we're looking at the picture. Never mind. I'm so behind. There it is. Okay. Right. There's the piece of the pipe. That's what I think I see as a piece of a pipe to me.
Well, so it is. I mean, that is a pipe. That is pipe right there.
Is it a pipe? I'm blind.
100%. That's pipe. That's a pipe.
It's even my blinds. Okay.
But I mean,
oh God. Yeah.
I don't even. I mean, maybe I would prefer it to be rust. I don't know.
All right. Maybe I'm going to go against my own father and go back to. I don't know. How does rust? I looked at this 4 times earlier too, and for some reason on this screen in this light,
I mean, there's only a couple ways to know. Is if somebody happens to have a picture of the house before all of this happened, 1, and 2, they're going to have tested it, and when everything comes to light, then I guess we'll be able to see.
Because I would think rust would come down and it would I'm going to say all this wrong. Like it would. It looks like it's drip. No.
I know. I agree.
Oh, chat. That's blood, not rust.
Dry brown.
Wow.
But this would be that day. So I mean, it's not like super old, but it will end up drying and be brown.
Amanda Esvita, love you.
Amanda's.
How are you, babe?
Rust is more
bronzy-ish.
orange.
See, Deb thinks that's a blood pack.
Elizabeth said, "Lick it."
Oh God! Oh God! There seems to be another red area. Hold on, let me try to zoom over there.
What's to the left? Let's see.
That's about as far over as I can get on this one. There's a couple different angles, but I don't have all the angles. I mean, how horrendous. If that is. That's like a crack. Oh.
Oh man. I want to say rust, but now looking at it, I don't
know.
It's the way it,
Yeah, if they should, if it was, yeah, they should have.
I agree, C-Dub. Right.
No, I definitely have heard the news say it. I can't believe they would say, but I mean, I don't know. The news is. I would think that it probably is. I don't know. That's why I said I don't know. Most people think it is.
Yeah. But it doesn't seem.
It does seem to coagulate. That's what I was thinking too. Exactly. It's way too red for rust.
Right, and like they would have let all those pictures come out, like law enforcement.
Could you imagine if that is the case? That's totally blood, Terry says.
Oh my goodness. Like, this will be something that will never be forgotten. Like that picture will be seen forever. You know that. Like if that's what that is confirmed to be later on.
Right.
Especially the way they were describing the inside of the house and whatnot. Yeah. Oh wow.
The police said that. I didn't see where the police said that, but that doesn't mean they didn't, because like I said, I could have missed it. I mean, I was listening to a video on here and I missed what they said. So when the coroner talks, she says that the fatal wounds were to the chest area.
But nothing to the neck, right?
She doesn't say nothing. She doesn't say nothing to anywhere else in the body, but she basically says, like, the reporter asked her, like, were their throats slit, and she basically says that, like, the fatal wounds were to the chest area on everybody, but that they were all stabbed more than once.
Yeah.
And I know that Xana's dad came out and said that, his daughter has a lot of defensive wounds and was fighting, and I'm not saying that she wasn't, but I know that part of the thing that he talked about was that she had bruises. But then the coroner comes out and talks about the bruising with the stab wounds is very common, that, like, people who are stabbed typically have bruising in those areas. Now, did she actually fight? Then there's some news reports that are saying some were found in bed, other ones that are saying they were all found in bed, but our initial reports actually said that Ethan was found on the floor.
Right. But then his mom.
Hi, Tia.
Tia. Doesn't mom come out and say where he was found?
Just says that he was in the room with Xana, that they were in the same room.
Oh, this is heartbreaking. I mean,
Patty and Pink says, you know by what the wall looked like the day before there was no blood on the walls. That's what I would I don't know how we would ever be able to show that, because I don't know how we could ever see that. But yeah, upper body and chest. That's where their fatal wounds were. Not. I was just trying to say, like, not throats. Not to say they didn't have wounds on their throats, but she was basically saying that that's not
a Google image.
Where?
Very ATS. Just ask. Like she's asking, could it be a Google image? Very good point. Didn't even think to look for it in that way either. Like, yeah.
So,
we've had a lot of that too.
They are saying nobody has said SA. I've only actually heard no SA.
No signs of SA.
No signs of SA. This actually is it has a very Amanda Knoxy vibe to it. It does. Okay, so you guys want to look at the Zillow? I have the Zillow. We can look at those photos. I think I had started pulling them up, and then we wanted to look at something else, so I changed it. Yeah, the coroner had said no SA. That's what I was thinking. I could, as I look through, I didn't really look at that, saying I should have. I don't know why I wouldn't have looked at that when I was going through, like, social medias, which I probably should have, because now some of them are being taken down.
Yeah.
Am I always the same person on panel? You mean me, or you mean Michelle? Because this is what we do.
Yeah, we're here.
This is what we do here.
Did I miss
the two
something?
of us, and then Christine when she can come too, and then
Yeah.
sometimes we have lovely people who like to join us whenever they have time. I know it's hard because for whatever reason, most of my friends on YouTube don't live on the West Coast. They all live on the East Coast. Oh, I am Amanda's Vita. Yeah, I'm on the way up though. I'm on my healing. Maybe that girl with the red backpack. She was mad. Anyone suspect now? An hour ago, a news station said all victims were in their bed sleeping when attacked. I think, yeah, I've heard that, and I've also heard other news stations saying that she said some. It's very weird.
Yes. Yeah.
We need variety. Well, I don't know. You get that. This is what you get here.
Variety.
I try to
bring
different personalities every time I come on, but it doesn't really work. If you keep looking on Zillow. Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm on Zillow. Oh goodness.
Well, we're glad you came, Garden Grower. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
Okay, here's your sliding door. Did it change or no? It did. Okay, good.
It's such a nice, it's a really nice house for bunch of college kids, you know. Some of the dorm living over here doesn't look like that.
Exploitation Nation. Then that had to be the bed of the girl and the boy together. Which one? They made it sound like there was not a doubt, C-Dub, that they were all killed.
Mm-hmm.
The house I rented oozed from the sides. We didn't really notice it until it caught on fire. Holy crap, Elizabeth.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow.
I'm like way behind, so I'm trying to catch up. Dylan, yeah, no, the coroner should not be being interviewed. No, not at all.
I agree. Totally
What
agree.
outlet was the coroner on second time results of autopsy? I've seen her talking with, I don't know, it's not local, but like Idaho News, and then I also saw her talking with Ashley Banfield. She talked on Good Morning America or the Today Show. Which one was it?
I think today, but I
one of the morning ones.
And we love you guys. Thank you. That was so kind. Thank you, Ryan.
So how did they think one was unconscious? My daughter's house had a roach infestation. It was next to me. Ooh, probably didn't want to eat at McDonald's after that. Chris Bacon says heard there's some new updates. I haven't looked. We can look as soon as we're done going through here. We can check out the tweets. Twitter hasn't gone down yet, right? I know, like everybody's freaking out that Twitter's going to go down.
AK Jimmy, we love you too.
I know they basically just told all the witnesses to go home. I wondered if that's why they said there wasn't a threat, was because they knew that the potential of the person who did it leaving. You know what I mean? Like I thought maybe that's why they said there wasn't a threat, but I'm like, that's not really kind of fair to all the other people who aren't the suspect. I need to know which bedroom that was, please. 5 girls in one house, 3 girls were stabbed. Biggest clue. The case is, yeah, it's very creepy. Coroner's doing the rounds. Yep. I know that is creepy, but yeah, I don't know but also if the initial reports of Ethan being on the ground. Thank you, Garden Grower. I appreciate that very much. Did they profile the person right away? So they actually brought in, just a couple days ago, they brought in the behavioral unit. So they actually came back and were back in the house taking more pictures to try to come up with a profile of who they think would do this.
And they have that special team now too from the FBI that's going to help them do all of that.
Mm-hmm. That's the behavioral unit. Mm-hmm. It's literally like a BAU from like Criminal Minds, like a Spencer.
Favorite.
So law enforcement said that was not true, and I will actually bring that up. Well, you know what? Let me go through Zillow, and then I'm going to bring up that article. Okay, let me finish Zillow. Okay, so this would be, let's go back to the beginning. Okay, so you got the kitchen. And this was just redone not that long ago, supposedly. Now, this would be like the living area. So this would be the bedroom right here. I can't see chat, Michelle, so if you can see what people think about this, let me know. Can you hear me? Are you muted?
Oh my God, I was muted. I can hear you now.
Okay. Okay, yeah, because I'm going to go through them and I want to be able to. So this would be like the living area, right? And then this looks like it would go into the kitchen right here. And then that would be one of the bedrooms. But if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
Stairs are to the left, Krista Nader says.
Well, is that the stairs going down or up?
Can't see that.
That's the stairs to go down. So see, here's your entertainment unit area right here.
Okay.
And then those are the stairs to go down. So that's your basement. That's where the other 2 girls would be. And then if you go back down this little hallway over here, so you have 2 entrances to this living area. One going this way, one going this way. These are your stairs to go down. These are your stairs to go downstairs.
Kim says 2018, 2019 renovation, second
Yep.
bedroom on each floor with a bathroom on each floor, according to the rental listing.
Yep.
Okay.
So here's your sliding door.
Right.
This goes right into your kitchen. See?
Yeah.
And then you have this walkway over here. So that's going to take you, I think that takes you into, look at the flooring.
Oh, Amanda, love
See
you.
the flooring? The
Mhm.
flooring is going this way.
Criminal
So I think
Minds is a great show.
It's coming this way.
Yep.
Right there. So then that's going to, if I had to guess, I'm thinking that takes you into that family room right there.
Now, Delana Hicks says there's a positively dripping blood from the kitchen area, which you can see with the window top bottom.
Okay, where's that at? Is that in these in a different picture?
I don't know.
Okay, well hold on. I don't want to leave this because I want to go through these so I can. I wish that they had like the actual floor plan. We should have looked that up. But they don't have the floor plan on here. It would be a lot easier to be able to tell.
Yeah.
We could just see
And
it being the floor plan.
like Janice said, and so can the killer as well.
So I can't see chat. So if there's something happening in chat, let me know.
No, they're just
Okay,
saying how
so
nice of
this
a
is
house it is.
this has got a balcony off of that side.
Jesse thinks the killer lived there before.
Oh,
Flooring is different on all levels. True.
it is. Yep. So we're looking at. I'm gonna guess this is the third floor because of the balcony.
Okay.
And this is where the slider is to go out to the balcony. In this room, which is, in my opinion, only my opinion, is Kaylee's room.
Let's see.
So,
How many times?
is anybody disagreeing or agreeing with me where I think things are, or no?
Yeah, no, they're just talking about the floor plans and where they could be, where they should be.
Yeah. So
It said that I believe they were there for what, 3 years, or the original?
well, she was
lease year?
Kaylee and Maddie were seniors, and I think Xana was a junior. I don't know how long they had each lived there because I mean, obviously, I believe that roommates kind of come and go depending on it when they graduate.
Yeah.
So this is still third floor, right? Because
Yeah.
then you're going to go downstairs. Here's your stairs to go down.
T, can you go back to see what was on the wall for Austin?
What up here, right here, this?
I believe so. I think that's what she's looking for. Austin, you just tell us if we're in the right spot.
You could probably see the numbers on here too. So if there's a particular one you want me to stop at, just let me know and I can go back to it. So can you see that closet right there? Is
Yep.
this closet just from the? That doesn't look big enough, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't look big enough to be that closet right there.
Wonder how easy it is to get up
Maybe.
on that deck. There goes those stairs again. Yeah.
Okay, well I'm back there. Yeah, so that takes you downstairs. So now you got here's main floor, laundry room, which was also remodeled.
This really
And
is a
then
nice house. Wow. I mean, for
That's a
college-
shower handle, and that's a shower head. That's a bathroom sink. So their laundry's in a bathroom.
Okay.
Let me see. You look out that window. That's definitely upper level. But See, now we're back to that same flooring from the main floor, but this is not that flooring.
NorCal Jib, I agree. The wide angle semi can, yeah. Throws it off.
Okay, see, now we're ground. See?
Delana says room or slider indoor accessed and open. Don't know if that was entry or exit, but it was just a rumor.
The slider was the one that was open.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then this room has the electrical panel in it. Hang a poster on that. See, so this is ground level. The cars are right here. So it's got this flooring here too. Oh, okay. So remember they redid. Who was telling us they redid some
Yes.
of the rooms? They didn't redo all of them.
Right.
So some of the flooring may not be the same
Right.
on by floor.
2019. That's right.
Because look at this is obviously a ground, like the bottom level, and look at the flooring on that room, and you can tell that this is also bottom level.
Yep.
And the flooring is different.
I believe she said it was the second floor bedrooms that were redone in 2000.
I think it was one bedroom on each floor was redone, but I don't remember now.
Oh wait, Tia, what did I miss? Can you go to 10 or 11? Oh, I'm sorry, the slide.
Yep.
That's Therese. You got it.
I can. Has anybody found a floor plan of this? Because I mean, that would be way easier.
I did hear someone say there was one online. I'll try and look for it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, this is 10. Did the balcony on the third floor, did they each have, oh shoot, wrong way. Well, I have to sneeze again.
And I believe T is I believe that's a camera. God bless you, T.
This light?
Oh, it's a light.
That's a light. It's got a light bulb in it.
I'm blind.
That's okay. I think it's just bigger on my screen because I'm on the actual screen that it's on. So yeah, it's a light. It's got a light bulb in it.
Oh, it's a light. Okay.
See, and see the bathroom flooring redone. Yeah. Other flooring not. We know they redid the laundry room because I have the old pictures of the old laundry room, and this is definitely redone. So this is their new flooring. See, that's upper level. Okay, let me go back towards the end. We're on bottom level now again. And then we went to the balcony again. How weird is that?
One of the first.
This is off of the slider, off the kitchen. Okay.
I'm going to send you something, T, but I don't know what you can do with this. I don't know.
Okay. Okay, let me go back over here. This is when they talk about which floor because I never hear them say basement. I would say basement, main floor. Well, they're not going to say basement because it's technically not a basement. It's 3 stories because they don't have a technical basement. And I don't know if it would be on the plans as a refinished basement or if they're just going to say it's 3 floors. It was a targeted rage killing towards one person and everyone was asleep. Why did the killer go on a killing spree around the house? Because I think that they walked in through that sliding door, killed the people that were in that bedroom that was right there by the kitchen, and then went upstairs because the stairs are right there next to that bedroom. Went upstairs, and that's, in my opinion, that's where either one or the other 2 girls were. I don't know where Maddie was. I don't know if she's second or third floor. Yeah, it's CriminaliTy at 187. At 187. It's not CriminaliTy at 187. Don't listen to me. It's I know. I'm like, what am I talking about?
I'll type it in chat.
Thank you. I appreciate that. No exterior house photos. No, not on Zillow. Isn't that weird? Yeah, and they're going to have some major survivor's guilt if they slept through all of that and they really had nothing to do with anything, that's going to be crazy. They're going to struggle. Hi, Roxanne.
Oh, could you imagine? Hey, Roxanne.
There is a staircase going down from top floor to the ground floor. I saw it on the report today. Yeah, so there's the staircase that's basically off the kitchen, or semi off the kitchen. And then there's the staircase that's in like the living area, like the living room or family room, whatever you want to call it, that heads to the downstairs part.
I'm going to go on Zillow now and try and get it from them.
Well, Zillow's what that is from.
Oh, they don't have an whatchamacallit floor plan though?
No,
too?
they don't have a floor plan. They don't have any exterior photos. That's what I was saying.
That is insane. Okay. Ugh. Did you see that handwritten thing that I sent you?
No, I haven't looked. I was reading chat. Sorry.
I don't
Betty
know.
Jo says, I believe that Kaylee and Maddie's rooms were on the same floor. I would assume so because they were childhood friends. That's kind of what I was thinking, which would mean that they were both probably on the third floor, because I think that Xana and Ethan were on the second floor. And if the other two girls were on the bottom floor, that would mean that one of the bedrooms on the second floor wasn't occupied because it's 6 bedrooms.
Well, if Ethan was known to stay there a lot and they're the couple, maybe they would take the floor that only has the one room, possibly.
Well, every room has 2, or every floor has 2 rooms. It's
No,
6 bedrooms.
Oh, even the one in the kitchen, I thought that was just one room that led into. Okay.
No, there's 2 bedrooms on the second floor.
On the second, too.
Remember, if you go to when we were in the family room, you could see it heads in 2 directions, plus goes downstairs.
That's right. It goes into that other room. Ugh.
I can't. Grey Ghost. I couldn't find. I'm on Zillow. It's not there.
Yeah. No, it's where I'm at too.
I give up. Diane says I give up. That means you said something really good and you've said it multiple times. And yes, Zillow does have it. Well, I'm on Zillow. How come I can't find it?
I saw Diane's comment originally. Went to Zillow, looking for the like the other version of the floor plan, but maybe my.
Yeah, I'm on Zillow. I don't see the floor plan.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to look at chat at the same time.
I'm looking to see if there's something else on here that I missed and it's somewhere else. Yeah, I mean, that's what I got from there.
Yeah, that's all I get.
A few creators have posted it. Do you know any that have? Because I want to see it. There's only 5 girls that lived there.
I got you, ATS. I got you.
Oh, ATS. Thank you. Okay, hold on.
You got it, T?
Yep, I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So that's what I'm telling you. Like literally, every 3 minutes, a new article comes out with something. It's crazy.
Oh, and Kim says you just have to hit the details tab, and I guess it's under there.
Hit the details tab, and it's under there. Okay, hold on. Let me go back up.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you all for being here tonight. We love you.
You can tell I'm not a house person, and I'm not. Okay,
Me either.
Neighborhood details or home details. Show more. I still don't see it. I still don't see it on there. All right, well, let me go. Let me share this.
Thank you, Elizabeth. You're awesome. Thank you.
What is this called? Idaho.
Can't remember the name. Decatur's College. Oh, okay, Max. Okay, I'll try and find that too.
Is it in the video or is it in the article?
Max is actually saying there's a site for college students to look for these houses, and there's probably something on there.
Okay, so I do have that, and I pulled up. I mean, I have at least one of them. I'm sure there's probably more than one, but it's like the older version, like at the older pics of the house. I can show you guys those too.
Welcome, American Meat Man. Thank you.
So it's not the video? Okay, so let's see. Oh, okay. Whoa.
Yeah, I think that's what I sent you originally, but I wasn't sure if you had that already.
Okay, can you guys see that? Let me see if I can make it bigger.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Max.
So this is let's put that way. If I save them, then it'll let me zoom in on them. The heck? Just those three, right? Okay. The one on Zillow isn't hand drawn. Okay, I'm gonna go back and look. Yeah, I obviously need like you to talk to me like I'm 5 and tell me where to find it because I don't see it. I don't know where else to go. I'm like, so it's got like home value, owner tools, home details, and neighborhood details. And I don't see it. I don't know where else to look on there. I know. I feel like she's like.
Diane's going to message us.
I know,
later.
Diane's gonna be like, can't find a simple floor plan on Zillow.
Listen, ladies, wouldn't show us.
I
Like,
know, right?
Diane, help, Diane.
I'm like, I'm
help.
sorry, Diane, I can't do it.
Teresa has a cold. Michelle, what are you doing? Help us. Love our
Team
chat.
Idaho Real Estate and Property Management. You want me to go there? Do they have it there? Home detail. I don't see it there. Okay, well, right now we're gonna look at the hand-drawn ones because I can find those.
Who just said Etch-a-Sketch? I saw someone say
It is. Okay, so somebody drew these on the Etch-a-Sketch, but oh my gosh.
Elizabeth.
I know I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna go look for it. I'm gonna look for it on Zillow and I'll be like, it's like flipping right there. It's gonna be like right in front of me.
Amber, same. That's what I sent her like 5-10 minutes ago. I did the same thing. We're all doing it.
Like,
Read
I can't help it.
comment. We did.
Okay, let's see. Oh shoot, that's not what I want.
Blame it on the lack of garlic.
Yes, yeah, obviously I need more garlic in my life or some more Vicks or whatever it
At
is.
least I got that garlic deficiency going on right now.
I feel like I could have drawn it better. I'm just saying. I just want to put that out there.
Oh, you know I could have did that map. You remember my Michael Vaughn map. You know I could have did that.
Sublets housing of university. Okay, hold on. College.
I know, Amber. Oh, I know.
I'm going back. It's like, I'm not good at this. I'm not good at this.
Right? We all love that.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna Google this. Team Idaho Real Estate and Property Management. I'm gonna try it, and then I'm just gonna see.
Is that drawn or a bar napkin? I didn't even see that.
I'm gonna try this and see if it pops up.
Hey, conspiracy.
People are gonna like send me like tutorials on like how to use Zillow.
Please.
And be like,
someone help us.
Okay, we're searching. Am I supposed to? Do I just like shit? People are gonna be like, what the hell's wrong with this chick? Okay, we're just gonna search. We're just gonna search up here. We're gonna search the address.
We do deal on it. We need to sometimes. The stuff gets so heavy. We need a little laugh. We need a little. Look, Nightbird likes the hand-drawn map. See that?
Well, I got to this website she wanted me to get to, but I'm not doing anything else with it. I don't.
The Grey Goose. Yeah, that was a good one. Conspiracy said it will pop up.
Conspiracy said where?
Said it'll pop up. She's in here.
It'll
She
like
said-
pop up.
Yep. She said just search the address and it'll pop up.
Okay, you want me just to Google the address, or you want me to look at that Idaho place for it?
Maybe just go back to good old Google and
You
see
guys
what
are
happens.
killing me right now because like I have the hand drawn one.
Jeez. Garlic and Vic's confused. No cough drops.
Okay, Nightbird likes it. We're gonna go with it for right now. And then if you guys can give me
Diane, I'm going to send you the email right now, honey. I'm going to send it right now.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna type it into Google and we're gonna see what comes up.
Diane's going to send
This
it.
does not. It should not be this complicated, right? Well, I mean, I've already typed it into Google. That's how I have all my info. But how do I want the floor plan? Why can I not just get the? Why can't I get the freaking floor plan? I have the one from Rent College Pads. There's apartments.com.
We're going to get Diane's copy.
Yeah. If I type in floor plan, ooh, let me see.
All right, Diane, I just sent it to you.
Okay, now it wants me to go back to flipping Zillow. I swear, you guys. How much? Like everybody's like, we're out of here. We're gonna go find somebody who knows how to use fucking Zillow.
Conspiracy T said, "Don't even. The floor plan is not on Zillow."
Oh shit. Okay. Okay.
Don't.
Am I just going to images then? Should I just go to images?
Yeah, just don't.
It's probably
be
the
there.
fucking hand drawn ones again.
Peyton said, "That's a map."
I don't fucking know anymore. I'm like, I don't even know what house I'm looking at. This is a disaster.
Oh, you guys are awesome in chat. Thank you.
Okay, it's not coming up under images. So is my Google broken? Let's go under apartments.com. Let's just fucking try it. See what happens. There are some different pictures here.
Donna said, "Back away from the floor plan." Diane said she sent it.
Where? To my
your
email?
Yep,
Okay.
your criminality.
Hold on. I'm going.
Max said, "Never mind. You have to be a college student to look up the website."
I am a college student. Does it matter where you go to school? Because I am a college student. Welcome to Zillow. This is so bad. The shared a home with you on Zillow.
This was like the first time we attempted to share screen, and we have 4 creators trying to help us.
Okay, so this is a different house. This isn't the same house.
Yes, Amanda, yes.
Are we looking at freaking different houses, Diane? I swear, if we're looking at different houses, I'm gonna die right now.
Oh no.
You have to go to Zillow University? Probably. And there's no F in floor plan.
Selena. Yeah. You guys are cracking me.
You guys are gonna make me blessed.
Awesome.
I'm gonna start drawing my own stuff.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, BG.
I mean, I have an email associated with my college. It's the Wish version of the floor plan. Yeah, that's what you get here. Okay, you're gonna get the Wish version. You know what? This is from a reputable news source.
Rebecca Hills is like, you guys are doing great. Wonderful. Thank you, Rebecca.
Oh my goodness.
We're getting there.
It's 1122.
The garlic fun. I'll make sure.
1122 King Road.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm digging in with this one. We're gonna go with it, and we're just gonna say that's how it goes.
We are all giving Google lessons. Huh? Where is Christine when we need her?
Christine's gonna be like, "You guys cannot survive without me."
She's like, "You didn't stop."
She would have had the floor plan up like in a heartbeat. She'd been like, "It's already here. I've already redesigned the whole thing. It's got like a whole website." And
I solved it, and that's how they got in, and that's how they got the hell
That's exactly
out.
what she would have done.
Yeah.
Right, and I can't do anything with this, which totally sucks. Okay, so
Right,
there's the front
Amber?
door. There's the front door. I don't even know what this is. What is that supposed to be? Is that that must be the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bath. That's got to be a bathroom.
All right.
This is just totally empty space, apparently, right here. You just walk in and it's vacant. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
But for whatever reason, how those saved, it will not let me change the picture. Of course. Why would anything want to let me, like, just have it easy?
Right. I was saying we know where the furnace is.
We know where the furnace is.
Okay.
Okay. Did that change? Did anything happen?
Okay.
Is it still on the first one? Oh, it did change. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, Mama. Yes.
They used the blue Bic pen. If they had used black, it would have been like child's play. Okay. Now this is the important one in my opinion. Because this is if they're see the 2 bedrooms. Come in the kitchen. There's the stairs to go straight upstairs. You would have even had to go over here to this room because this one you have to come out of the kitchen and go around down that hallway.
Yeah.
Come in the kitchen, this bedroom would be a problem. Okay, so then here's my question for anybody who's really good with like direction and stuff. Where was the potential blood dripping out of the wall? Where was that at? Was that on this side of the house? Over here on this side of the house? Where was it? Does anybody actually know? Was it over here?
I'm gonna go with the right side where the kitchen. I mean, because it's no.
No, because I don't think they would have ever had to come over here, in my opinion.
Right.
I think if it is actually blood, it would have to be from this bedroom.
Oh goodness. Oh.
Because they come in here, this would be the bedroom that would be a problem. You
Yep.
have to get by this bedroom or make sure that bedroom was unoccupied so that you could get up the stairs and down the stairs without being caught.
Very true. And they would definitely run into that person knowing it's a bedroom for sure, just because
Right.
of where it is. Yep. Oh.
Now, did that change again or no?
Yeah, the next one.
Okay, so this is the third one. So you're up the stairs. There's your bathroom, your bedroom, the deck, the other bedroom. And this is the one I think is Kaylee's, which I would assume then this one's probably Maddie's.
Okay.
This is all just my
No,
speculation.
it makes absolute sense though. Okay, so runs in, hits up the first bedroom, runs up, hits the next 2.
Left makes an L. That's my extended directions. Good job. It does. It does make an L. The blood is below the kitchen. Really?
It is below the kitchen? Is that what they said?
I'm going to go look it up.
Only because I'm thinking the whole pipe situation would be by the
emails. Okay.
bathroom.
I'm going back to my email. Hold on.
That is blood. That is so just. I was stuck on that. It was rust all day.
Okay, so.
Betty Jo, no, they the medical examiner said that after she does some more of her testing, she'll be able to know like the order of the killing.
She didn't say that. I'm saying that.
Oh, never mind. He said
I'm saying they will because by the blood spatter and by the DNA analysis, they'll be able to know whose blood. I hate talking about it, but I mean that's why I'm like I'm gonna try to be as factual and just say it as the best I can. If you're killed first, you're not gonna have anybody else's DNA on you. That DNA, your DNA is going to be carried to victim number 2. Victim number 3 is going to now have victim number 1 and victim number 2's blood. And there's also going to be carrying the weapon from one place to another that you're going to have the DNA going with you.
Exactly, Max. Tonight
Okay,
we'll see it all over Reddit.
Moscow Department has provided new details into the death of the Four. Okay, hold on. I'm looking at.
Exactly, all seen.
That's the pick of the outside for Idaho. 3-story pick of the outside. Okay, I have that one, but I'm wondering. Let me see what this one is. Oh, it's another pick of the outside. Okay, so I have those. Okay, let me go to the next one. Okay, perfect. Oh, this is that one. Okay, let me. Ooh, I wonder if we can tell. I cannot tell where it is though on this article. The blood. I cannot tell where it is. Okay, that's the alert from 12. Don't start barking. Okay, I can't tell where it is in the house though. Does anybody know where a picture is where you can actually tell where it's at on the house? Person must have
Delana
been
Hicks.
there.
Yes,
Go
I
ahead.
see exactly what you're saying. Absolutely.
I think the blood below the kitchen. Look at.
That's for some reason my dad just brought that up just looking at it. I didn't even mention any of that to him, and it was just the way he was describing it, like when he was trying to explain it to me, and he was like, do you see how the kitchen goes around, and you see the bathroom, and like he was looking at it from like I guess a plumber's perspective, whatnot. Like he just caught that like kind of on his own outside of the whole blood deal, like he was following the piping. But I just didn't know what that, because in my mind it happened in the bedrooms, and I didn't see how that would end up in the kitchen to make it flow so heavy down through the pipe that way. If I'm saying that right.
Okay, let me stop this and see. I'm trying to find the best angle. Wait, Sean, no way. No way was he in there. Was he really? Maybe he can come on and answer that. He may have been there before. Was it legit him? Did he say that he was the guy at the food truck? I'm gonna have to watch Gray's.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, Gray Ghost. Yeah, side view of house. He emailed Gray too. Ah, interesting. Hi, Peyton. The full home is on college pads.
As you come up to the front door, turn right.
That's a different Jack. Jack was in Boise, confirmed. That's a different Jack. So that's Jack D. And then, well, was that actually Jake or was that Jack? Because I've actually heard both were in Boise, and I don't know which one ever actually got confirmed. Jake S. is supposedly the one that was at the food truck. It seemed legit. Yes, he said he was at the food truck. Said he has a lawyer now.
Oh wow.
If that's legit, then I'm pretty impressed. Two different Jacks. Too many Jacks. Yes. Okay, let me see if I can share this.
And it's search and rescue. That's awesome. That's
Peyton,
awesome.
I said hi.
Congratulations.
I have too many things open. I need to.
Oh, Peyton, he said hi to you. It was Teresa.
It doesn't sound like me. I know. Yeah, Gray does usually vet pretty well. I agree. But I mean, it's hard when somebody just pops in your chat and they're like, "I am whoever I say I am," you know?
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. If Jack S is Jack S that was at the food truck, that Jack S needs an attorney at least to help him through all this, because that guy is already being accused. Okay. This looks like it would be like closer to the edge of the house. Do you see that? Is that just me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. That is just insane. I can't figure it
Now
Now,
go to
what's
the big side view pic.
can you see in like the dirt area there? There's like a different color right there. But
Hold on, I'm gonna go to the big side view pic that I have. Let me find it. Side of the house. Here it is.
Delana says law enforcement said that person of suspect was at the house before. That was in the news article at the very bottom. I don't remember something.
This is.
Okay. No, Delana, thank you. You've given us a lot of insight on this case.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Great job.
Previously, law enforcement side, the suspect was familiar with the house, and again, that was in some probably ridiculous news article because there's so many. I know. I'm like, I can't even keep track of all the news articles at this point. It's literally overwhelming. Yep. Hoodie guy is Jack S. The other guy, heavyset guy with the tan hat and jacket, is Joe. It's on the edge since it's dripping down the edge. Okay, so the side picture I have does not have that concrete. It has to be on the other side of the house. I need to find the articles that came out right at the beginning. It was hoodie guy, bro. Nah.
T.
Yeah.
See if you like the picture I just sent you from
Okay, let me look.
Elena.
Because I know a lot of them are.
I don't know if you have this or not.
Wait a minute. So what side of the house is that then? That's the back area.
Delana, which one did you send me? I don't even know.
It's like the back side of the house.
Yeah. That's what it looks like to me. But
I'm agreeing, which would mean that it's this one.
it's odd because the other coloring that's on the wall resembles more of a rust orangey look to me. And then when you scoot on over to where these droppings or whatever this is called, that's what has me thinking that it is blood for that reason.
See, it would have to be this back bedroom area. Team Melissa Jade has it. Oh, okay. I don't know. If does she have it like on a live or just like a picture on her community post, or I can message her later. Like, are you talking about the floor plan? Well, I mean, we have our handy dandy notebook version. This is getting too much. I know.
I'm trying to figure. Oh, it's on one of her community posts, Nicole.
Okay, let me go look real quick and see. I'm like, yeah, because there's no way I can sit here and go through it live and figure out where it is. But I can do a quick community post look.
Oh, thank you, Nicole. Thank you. Yeah, Drewy, absolutely.
This is so complex. And I'm really wondering if we're totally looking at the opposite side of things in it's, but I guess not, because if Ethan and I'm kind of playing this out in my mind, so I'm not making any sense, but I just keep thinking if we think as a public that either Kaylee or Maddie was the target, why are we not thinking that Ethan and Xana would have been the target? But then I go back to if Ethan and Xana were on the second floor and they were the target, they would have just gone in, killed them, and left. They wouldn't have needed to go upstairs, right?
Unless they wanted to leave nothing and no one behind because they're in an enraged state of mind and They're
But if
thinking,
they did know the house, they would know that there was other people downstairs. So why not just go wipe everybody out?
very true. Very true.
You see what I'm saying?
Very true.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look at this real quick and see.
Conspiracy theory. Yeah, that's a very good theory. I have a very strong feeling that Xana and Ethan were killed first.
Okay, so she has the pictures like we have. So I'm thinking she kind of placed them together. I don't know if she did this or she took somebody else's, but she kind of placed them together into this like a pictures of the house. I'm looking through to see if I'm missing anything. No, I have those. She kind of put like the pictures from the Zillow like into like slides, or somebody did and she posted it. But it's like, this is the first floor, this is the second floor, but it's not like an actual floor plan. I don't see. I'm looking.
Okay.
And it has she has the picture of the sliding doors that are getting red tagged because they definitely have some type of evidence on there that they're going to be collecting. Yeah, all right. No, that's not going to help me. Okay, one more thing before we finish. I know I wanted to show you guys. Michelle, where are you? There you are. The update that came out today from Moscow Police Department, which is like the most up-to-date release of actual information from law enforcement. So that's why I want to make sure you guys have that.
Thank you so much, Pointer Lover. We love you. She said,
buy some garlic. Oh, goodness. All right, what did I just do? That's not what I want. Oh, it's on Facebook. Okay. I had to make sure I found the right stream.
Yeah.
Or the right screen, not stream. What the hell am I talking about? Okay. Yeah, I'm about done because I'm like my head isn't even working anymore.
I don't even know how you're still going, to be honest. I have no idea. If you do get a sec, though, check. Diane sent you one more email.
Okay, I want to go through this update with you guys first because, like I said, it is literally the most up to date from actual law enforcement that we have. So, pretty important.
Oh yeah, Max. Thanks.
Can you guys even see it though? How do I get rid of just this side? I just want this side. I want their big old thing. I need more of this. Can you see it or no?
No, it's hard to see. Do you want me to screenshot it and send it?
No, can you just copy that link and put it in the chat so if anybody wants to actually go read it themselves, they can. I'm just going to read it because through further investigation, I've learned that Kaylee and Madison used a private party for a ride home from Grubhub at approximately 1:48 a.m. FYI. That was an update that was just done to this post. Where's my chapstick? Okay. Which Kaylee's sister had actually already said that, but and she actually said that they would have gotten home. They said around 1:40, but this is kind of contradictory with the timeline that I'm trying to put together because if they got there at 1:41 and they were there 10 minutes, that means they left at 1:51. They got the ride and they got home. It would have been approximately 1:56 in the morning. But now they're moving it from 1:45 to 1:40. So that means that there's a different that they didn't get there at 1:41 in the morning to the truck. Yep. Not that that's probably imperative to anybody else, but I always like to have my timeline in order, and that's going to throw it off. Okay, so they have confirmed that they did get a ride home from the grub truck. Isn't this so weird that like how much information is coming out about Kaylee and Maddie and not about Ethan and Xana? There's nothing confirmed about what they were doing except for this weird. They were at the fraternity party from 8 to 9, or went there between 8 and 9. Nobody can even confirm either one of those. All right. The Moscow Police Department is providing the following information to update the public on the known facts surrounding the 4 murders that occurred on November 13th in Moscow, Idaho. On the evening of November 12th, Kaylee and Maddie were at a local bar called the Corner Club in downtown Moscow between 10 p.m. and 1:30 a.m. on November 13th. At approximately 1:40 a.m., Kaylee and Madison were seen on video at a local food vendor called the Grub Truck. They used a private party to ride home from downtown to arrive at their 1122 King Road residence at 1:45. That's physically impossible.
Yeah.
But whatever. Investigators have determined that Ethan and Xana were seen at Sigma Chi, I don't know how you would say that, house on the University of Idaho campus at approximately 1:45 a.m. Okay, so they were seen there at 1:45 a.m. Ethan and Xana are believed to have returned to the residence. It was previously reported that Ethan resided at the home. However, it has been determined that he was only visiting. 2 other roommates were at the residence that night. On November 13th at 11:58, officers responded to the residence after a 911 call reported an unconscious individual. Upon arrival, officers discovered that Kaylee, Madison, Xana, and Ethan were deceased inside the residence. Autopsies were conducted on November 17th. The coroner confirmed the identity of the 4 murdered individuals and their cause and manner of death as homicide by stabbing. The coroner stated that the 4 victims were likely asleep. Some had defensive wounds, and each was stabbed multiple times. There was no sign of sexual assault. At this time in the investigation, detectives do not believe that the 2 surviving roommates or male in the Grubhub surveillance video are involved in the crime. Additionally, online reports of the victims being tied and gagged are not accurate. The identity of the 911 caller has not been released. As part of the investigation, detectives seized the contents of 3 dumpsters on King Road to locate possible evidence. Additionally, detectives have contacted local businesses to determine if a fixed blade knife had been recently purchased. At the time of this release, detectives have received nearly 500 tips, which are being processed, investigated, and cleared. 38 interviews have been conducted with individuals who may have information about the murders, and anyone who does call this tip line, and this tells you about everybody who's working on it. Currently, there are no suspects in custody, and the weapon has not been found. And that is from tonight. And the update with the getting a private party ride home from Grub Truck, that was actually updated since we've been live because I wasn't on there before. So. Michelle, you still there?
Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Okay. So you just drop that link in chat so they can go and read it if they want to read it themselves.
Yep. Yep. It's
Okay.
already
Perfect.
in there.
Awesome. And then let me go check out my email real quick and see.
You just had that one more from Diane, I believe.
Okay. Oh, so Ashley Banfield on her show, an hour-long special on the horrifying Idaho murders. We will take you on a tour of the home and show you the layout inside the murder scene. Oh gosh. Watch News Nation at 10 p.m. Eastern. Wait, that would be, she should already have that then. We should already have that, right? Okay, hold on, let me see. Did I look at both or did I look at just one? Okay, well, let me go look real quick and see. Let me close some of these windows. I just got way too much stuff open over here. Let's go look and see if Ashley Banfield's already done it, because if it was 10 o'clock, that was at 7 o'clock my time, that would already be done. If I could spell correctly.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for holding down chat and being so kind and respectful to each other. We love you guys.
I know, it's so nice. And not making fun of me too much. I appreciate that too.
Yeah.
Okay, why do I not see? Let me go in here and just get to the channel real quick.
And like I don't mean like, you know, frat parties end in this way or anything like that, by no means. I just mean in a sense of there could be a possibility that, you know, the suspect could either have been attended possibly a frat party or the party that, you know, the other 2 had went to, it could be somebody from the school. It could be, you know, friends of friends, things like that. That's more or less what I was saying. Like, you know, there was supposed a frat party that night. They live in this college campus type setting. So that's more or less where I was coming from.
All right, well, let me play you what is on here. I do not see.
Thank you, Texas Angel. We love you guys. T's been a champ tonight. She's super sick.
It's okay. I'm going to sleep all weekend.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. We're going to make sure.
Okay, so this is what I see on here. So let me play these couple of clips real quick. And can you guys see that? Yeah, you can. Okay.
Take it that you've already learned a new detail.
Hold on.
I take it that you've already learned a new detail about this murder scene. Dylan and Bethany weren't the only two occupants of the house that survived that night. What have you found out?
Well, what we know about them is that they have not, that the police are not identifying them right now as a suspect, and they've, I guess, essentially cleared them at the moment. So.
But I think, isn't it true that you've also discovered there was a dog, a pet that was in that house?
Yes.
What did you
There
learn? Tell me.
We learned that there was a dog in the house. I'm not sure who the dog belonged to, but we do know the dog is healthy and fine.
Do you know what the dog's name is and who the dog belonged to?
I don't know who the dog belonged to, but it looks on your screen that the dog's name was maybe Murphy.
That's something that I'd heard on social media. One of the girls in a TikTok had said Murphy as well. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to.
That didn't really give us anything. Let me go to the next one.
Matthias. She's the host of the Hidden True Crime podcast. Lauren, our first theory comes from a person named Olivia. She says that she thinks the attack was random. Let's take a listen.
That was a giant nothing burger. You're right.
Hi, it's Olivia from the True Crime Society podcast. My theory on the Moscow murders is that it could possibly have been a random act of violence. Maybe someone saw the girls leaving the party or the bar where they were at. Maybe they saw them at the food truck, followed them home, and somehow gained access to the house. I know that they've said there was a numerical keypad that was needed to enter the house, but perhaps there was a sliding door left unlocked or something like that, and they went in and just took the opportunity that they found. I've heard some similarities between this case and the 1978 murders conducted by Ted Bundy in the sorority house, where he broke in and he murdered 2 women and injured 4 others, which I do agree, you know, this type of case could be something similar and just totally random.
All right, Lauren, what do you think about what Olivia just...
Okay, wait a minute. So are you guys saying that the one that supposedly an hour was being, that Ikkenmel was playing it and they privated it? Or is there the one that I just played that was like really weird? They took that one down? Thank you, Brandy. The police said cleared or working with police. The only person I've actually even heard cleared, like even come out of a news media mouth, was an ex. And they don't even clarify whose ex. They just say the ex has been cleared. Conspiracy, the hour one? Oh, the nothing burger got privated? Ooh, that's weird. The one you just played, that's weird. The one I just played literally just got privated? Probably because people are going to make fun of him for posting that. This case is heartbreaking. Yeah, why are they playing podcast videos? That's it. Where is this? Oh, it was like 9 minutes, and then they chopped it to that and made it all freaking weird. I just found it. I just went to YouTube and went to News Nation, and there's 3 clips on there. The one that I played that was really weird, this one, and one more. I don't know if it's privated yet or not, but that's all that's on there.
It's a solid speculation from
Like,
Olivia,
and none
but I
of these
want to
are
point
even.
out that they all had multiple stab wounds and it was very violent.
These
And
are
that
really
usually
lame.
shows rage, which means they likely know the victim. So to have 4 separate people in their beds, possibly, but I lean towards more targeted, and it sounds like law enforcement believe that as well right now.
Okay, so Stephanie is another theorist, and she has something that leads more to what you're saying about somebody got rejected, possibly. Have a listen.
Hey guys, it's Stephanie from the True Crime Society podcast, and what I think could have happened is the girls went out that night. They went out drinking. They were probably just out dancing.
This is
having
weird.
fun, having a good time.
Why are they
Someone
playing
could
any
have
of this?
approached them and expressed interest in them, was flirting with them. Maybe the girls turned this person down and they took that very personally, were angry about it and decided to follow the girls home. Maybe followed them to that food truck that they were seen at, and then followed them to their house where they could have just waited outside
I don't even want
until
to
it
listen
seemed
to
like
I don't even
everyone
like
was
this.
asleep. And
I don't even want to listen to that.
Did you
How
see what
weird
Greg
is that?
Ghost commented, T?
No, what?
Right there. Something just came out on News Nation. A
where
private
I'm at.
party. Okay. A private party drove Kaylee and Madison home. Just released
Yes,
by News Nation.
we just got that one.
Oh, that was that one.
But that's the third one that's on here. Yeah, I don't even know if I even want to watch it.
Oh, that's
I'm,
from that. That's from them.
I'm so weirded out by these 2 clips that I just listened to. Like, this is not normal.
Yeah. So what? They're just letting sleuthers give their opinions versus.
Yeah, you got a true crime
covering it?
podcast. Go give a theory. What?
Well, not from News Nation. I mean, that's supposed to be a. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, well, we got one more. We'll play this one, but I still don't see the hour-long episode.
Speculation
Nation.
Yeah.
That's very odd.
Very.
Okay, I'm gonna play this last one. The hour one is not uploaded yet, so that'll probably come up later. And then look at the pics that Michelle sent me before I go off. Are in the backyard collecting evidence and taking pics. Okay, I'll look at that. Let me just play this last one, see if it's any. It's probably gonna be another fucking nothing burger. It's so weird.
Nothing burger.
Let's put out a bunch of weird clips and call it a news night.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right.
That is super
This is.
weird.
Here that I want to give you right away. It comes from the city of Moscow because they're doing the updates from their police department. And this breaking news is fascinating in the Idaho quadruple murder case. They're now saying that you probably heard that Kaylee and Madison, 2 of the victims in the case, after they left the grub truck, that they took an Uber home because it was quite a walk. It would have been about a 23-minute walk, and they were home within 5 minutes. It turns out they definitely got a ride, but it was not an Uber. What we're being told now, from further investigation, the Moscow Police Department learned that Kaylee and Madison used a private party for a ride home from the grub truck at approximately 1:40 a.m., which would have gotten them home by 1:45, which is exactly the time that the other kids got home as well, Xana and Ethan, the couple that was at the Sigma Chi party on campus. So this is fascinating information because they're not saying what private party means, whether they hitchhiked, whether it was a friend, but someone gave them a ride home from the grub truck that night. Somebody gave them a ride home that is not registered as a commercial vehicle somewhere. So this is a little more tricky, but how the police found this out is fascinating. This might have come from Ring doorbell cams that might have traced whatever vehicle ended up eventually at the home where Kaylee and Madison live. But fascinating to see that at this point, it is a private ride, which takes me back to the grub truck. Is it possible that someone at the grub truck might have actually gone up to the girls and then said, I'll drive you home? But obviously the police know something more about this because they definitely know that there was a ride and it wasn't a commercial ride. This is what they're asking you. If you know anything, contact the police. It is rare this early that they appeal to the public for tips, but these are the numbers and the tip line that you can call.
I'm
or
ashamed
email.
that I even
They
played
ask
any of
for
these.
anything. Also, reach out to me.
It's all right. It's
Okay. Well, a private driver. Why I don't understand why she's saying a private driver could not be an Uber. A private driver could be an Uber or a Lyft
You could
or
absolutely.
that is a private party.
Yep.
But I mean, are they saying private party as in like, are they okay? Well, maybe she's got other information that we don't have, because is she trying to say like private party as in like somebody that they called and like came in? Yeah, that's Tom. That's what I'm thinking. Like, wait a minute. I feel bad that I even played any of those. I'm sorry, you guys. I feel like that was a total waste of time.
No, sometimes you got to check out things like that to know what's going on in these cases and to know, where the direction is. Is there a bunch of mess going on? Is this one of the cases where we're getting decent information and, whether it's coming from supposed sleuths, law enforcement, family, people making up rumors? That's what
Hold
we
on.
do.
So this is a good point. So Brazilian girl says Kaylee's sister said on an interview it's a trusted driver on her
Ooh.
interview. So I'm wondering, because I do know that allegedly
Hey,
that they
allegedly.
you can have, like, if you use Uber a lot and you have like specific drivers, you can request drivers like through Uber and Lyft.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are actually they normally are. I really love News Nation. I don't know. That was just a total weird. I don't even know what happened right there.
It threw you off because you weren't expecting speculation. You were just expecting actual media coverage from your
I
trusted
wasn't. It was very
reporters.
weird. I didn't know we were going to be looking at other people, like or a trusted designated driver.
Yes.
She okay, not it yet. So she did. She said Uber and a trusted driver, which to me is like they knew who the driver was. Like that they've used that driver before.
I have drivers that because I do send my daughter in lifts a lot. I have 3 main drivers that I have their contact information through the app itself. The app allows you to do it, and we're familiar with that person.
Oh, and go Hogs! I know. I'm gonna look more into Jersey Guy. See if I can figure out who that is. And then Kim said the dog was Maddie and Jack's puppy together. Was it really? Because I thought it was Kaylee's.
Yeah, I thought they said, yeah.
I thought her sister said she came home and let her dog out. I don't know. I feel very confused by everything that's being put out in news media. I'm like, I don't really know where to go for the correct information to even be like. There's so much just what
Sean
out
brought
there.
up a good point. Sean said maybe the college has something set up where there's like a safe ride program or something like that, or they have designated drivers within their own circle of friends that are ran through the school. The students that just don't drink.
Well, that was the other thing I wanted to look at. Was they said that that Jake's mom did an interview. Kim said, I'm looking at his mom's Facebook page right now.
Okay, Kim.
That's what we were. Sister did say Uber driver. Now, she seems like she would be very on the money with what she says and that she wouldn't just go all willy-nilly. But I do know there are people who just, like, say rideshare, they just call them all Ubers, no matter what company they're with. So I don't, but she doesn't seem like the type that would do that, but maybe it is like a trusted driver, like one from the college. I don't know. But she said Uber. I don't know. I feel like she would know.
Me too.
I heard the dog was Kaylee's too, but you know what? Hey, if she's looking at her mom's or his mom's Facebook, I also noticed her sister kept saying my sister, wondering if she called both of. She does, Kim. You're right. She calls them both her sisters. She does. She refers to them both as her sisters because they were raised together. She does call them both her sisters, and they were both in her wedding. They were both bridesmaids in her wedding.
Oh, okay. Yep. That makes sense now.
So if she said my sister, I'm going to have to go back and pay attention to the wording. If she said my sister let her dog out, or if she says, Kaylee did. I don't know. So Jack is Kaylee's ex-boyfriend. Okay, so there's multiple Jacks. Oh, Kim, hold on.
Oh, Kaylee.
Okay, my apology. Kaylee, not Maddie. It is Kaylee. Yeah. So wait. Okay, now I'm confused. So is the dog with Jack's? Is the dog with Jack now? Okay, so Jack is I'll there's two Jacks and a Jake. There's Jack that was on and off with Kaylee for multiple years, supposedly. They dated on and off for years. That is the one that Kaylee called 6 times between 2:26 and 2:44 in the morning. Then there is Jack S, who is the guy that is supposedly at the food truck. That's the two Jacks. Then there is Jake. Jake is Maddie's boyfriend or ex-boyfriend. I've heard both. So there's two Jacks and a Jake. Yeah, it's like everyone's fighting for their 5 minutes of fame. I'm like, I don't. I just want the actual information. Maybe the driver is the unconscious person in the street. Okay, let me see. I don't. Every case always has to have the exact same names. It's nuts.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, notice they wouldn't say who had it. Yeah, so that's Jack. That's Kaylee. That's Kaylee and Jack. Okay, perfect. So it was Kaylee's dog with her on and off person. I don't even know if they were on. I don't know if they were off. I don't know anything about it. They could have been just totally fine. And so the dog is with Jack D. Perfect. Okay, dog is good. Jack S. Hoodie. Jake S. Maddie boyfriend. Jack D. Kaylee X. I think that sounds about right. Sounds like a country music group. Yes. Can you show us a pic of Kaylee or who you were talking about? Thank God no cats were involved. I know. You want to see a picture of Kaylee? Kaylee has a boyfriend, Jack, and Maddie has a boyfriend, Jake. Hoodie is also a Jack. Yes. Okay, see, we're all on the same page now. Need a diagram. Jack that she called 6 times, the way her sister said it made me feel like it's Jack, the boyfriend. Like, yeah, she called Jack. Like she just called, the guy that they've known forever.
Yep.
So does she say which Jack? No, but in my gut says that she's talking about a Jack that she also knows, and that's Jack D. Okay, let me see. I began thinking outside the box for this case. 46 FBI agents working on the case. What if it's a serial killer they're tracking, or 2, a professional hit matching others? I think that they are very, very confused, and which is why they called in the behavioral unit to come in and actually create a profile of what they're even looking for. Sounds to me like I don't even know if they're broke up, because it seems to me that they are constantly together. I mean, she has pictures of him. I mean, it's probably hard because they go to 2 different colleges. And the only person that news media has said, quote unquote, the word cleared for is the ex. So, right? Hey, y'all. Yeah, they all showed up at 1:45. Pretty weird. I don't know if I don't know how it is in Idaho, but I know last call here in California is at 1:30. So that made me kind of think like they were somewhere. But I mean, if the other ones were at a party, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, Rainbow Mom. You know what? I'm about to get off anyway, so you're good. Thank you so much for hanging out and being here with us. There's no extra person who got slighted. Drugs is the only reason. Yeah, I don't know. They just don't seem like they're the type that were doing anything. They just seem like they're brat partiers. I mean, they may have, dabbled here and there, but that just seems like, I don't know if they're like, yeah, I don't think there's drugs involved like that, like major drugs. And especially because of the rage involved, drugs would just be like, you're done. This is like personal. Jack goes to U of I. Which Jack? All right. Michelle, are you even awake anymore?
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
Grand potty.
All right, you guys. I mean, shoot. We've been on for over 3 hours. I I can't even thank you guys enough for hanging out, especially when I feel like I made no sense all night long and you guys totally put up with it.
No, you did great. You're sick. We love you for coming on and doing this for us and covering this case.
Yeah, they're too young to go to. Yeah, but I mean, it's also college town, so depends on how strict they are. Yeah, probably NOLA. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up. I think that we covered everything that we possibly could up until where we're at right now in the whole thing of, police investigation wise. I'm telling you, if you guys follow this case, be prepared to look at a different news article every 5 to 10 minutes.
Literally.
We may catch a break over the weekend where it's not so kind of crazy, but it's definitely, it's all over the place, and I feel like there's a lot of misinformation out there. I feel like Alicia, they were at a frat house, but I'm talking about last call here is 1:30, so the girls would have been done, but that doesn't necessarily mean the other ones would have had to have been done. So but as always, I know it's Friday night. I know you guys have 1,000 places you guys could spend your time, and I appreciate every single one of you for choosing to spend that time with us tonight. And Alicia, I feel very uneasy about it. It's got really weird vibes all over the whole thing of them not really knowing, them putting out information in very weird ways. I don't know. It just feels very off. I hope that little babes. I hope that they figure this out really soon, because these
We might
families,
have something bigger. There might be something bigger going on, and we're hoping we're not getting any serial killer vibes happening. I don't know why I'm getting a little I know it was targeted. I'm getting all that, but there's just
targeted still doesn't. I mean, targeted still could be targeted.
Yeah.
Serial killers target their victims, but I mean, it's really odd that they would want to just go in and do 4. But there is. I mean, wouldn't be the first quote unquote sorority house that. Diane, you didn't confuse me. I appreciate you. I really do. Get some dicks and a hot toddy. Lots of press. And I'm sure I'll see you guys around the YouTube streets. I know that I'm sure somebody else is live right now talking about this case, because it's just taking over everybody.
So sad.
C-Dub, you always stay with me the whole time.
C-Dub's a lifer. She's a lifer.
All right, you guys. You go and have a beautiful weekend, and we will see you guys sometime next week. I will try to keep you guys posted on the community. I'm not going to post, I typically try to post news articles to keep you guys updated. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not posting any news articles this case, because one, I ain't got the time to keep up with their 5 minutes of crazy, and I don't trust half the crap that's going on. So stay diligent out there. Do not believe everything that you hear, because I'm telling you right now, this is a mess.
Yep.
But go enjoy your weekends, and I will see you guys on the YouTube streets.
Love you. Thank you.
Love you.